Coming to you live from the Harry Phillips Gymnasium. This is the SmeeSports pregame show on the SmeeSports YouTube channel. Two big games tonight on SmeeSports. First of all, up in Cleveland, it is Padua Franciscan and Holy Name taking part in the second Parma Holy War of the season. And right here in A-Town, a big one. 17-2 Alliance, 17-2 Canfield. Should be a fun one tonight. I am Nathan Smee, your host and play-by-play commentator this evening. To my right, Bryce Fisher. He'll be on the call alongside me. And then we have our resident band kid, Cooper Fontaine.
Yeah, that's basically what it is, you know. And I'm all over the place today. I'll be doing senior night, and I wish I could be up here, but you can't win them all.
A lot of fun things happening here at Alliance, as this is the second to last regular season home game. Of course, given the playoffs, given last year, if Alliance doesn't host, I'd be quite shocked. I think basically they're a shoo-in, considering the fact that they only have 2 losses. But same with Canfield, who according to the RPI rankings, enter play tonight as the #1 team in Division 3.
I think that's a bold statement to say they're #1 team in Division 3. I think Alliance is coming in here wanting to prove differently.
Garfield, St. V's, Cheney of which who beat Canfield to open up the season.
Yeah, there's a lot of ways you have to look at it. Not only Cheney, who did beat Canfield, but Alliance, who beat Cheney. And we can do the transitive property all you want. My team's better than your team because of this person who they beat, but they're going to prove it on the court today.
Before we talk about both matchups, I think we got to talk about the big news out of the OHSAA, or rather out of the 3 local counties. There is a new conference being born, essentially killing 2 others. Basically, what it is, the Pac-7, the way at least we know it is right now, and the Eastern Buckeye Conference will be no more after the 27-28 school year, starting in the 2028-29 school year. The following schools have joined an unnamed conference: Carrollton, Tuslaw, Tuscarawas Valley, Marlington, Minerva, Fairless, Claymont, and Sandy Valley. The breakdown goes 2 from the Pac-7, 3 from the Eastern Buckeye Conference, and 3 from a loaded Inter Valley Conference. What are your thoughts here, guys? Bryce, I'll go to you first, as you went to Glen Oak, and for the most part, at least as of late, it has been pretty steady as to who was in that conference.
Yeah, I think it's been interesting. Obviously, the last team to leave the Federal League was Louisville. I can't place what year. It was early 2000s. So I think it's really interesting. You don't see a lot of changes nowadays. You'll see one school move, maybe. We've seen that quite often. Or a conference dissolves and they have to move out. You don't generally see a couple different teams from different leagues and conferences decide, hey, you know what, we're just going to go start our own. I think it's really interesting. I'm curious to see how it plays out.
And Cooper, this one directly affects you. Right now in your conference, including Howland, who is joining next year, it'll be Alliance, Howland, West Branch, and Salem left in the Eastern Buckeye Conference. But the one positive for the EBC, this is not the first time that they've had somebody leave in the past decade and a half.
Yeah, it's true. Bryce, like you said, Louisville, when they left the Fed, I believe it was around 2007 or 2008, they came over, formed the Northeastern Buckeye Conference, which is now the EBC, after a few more changes after Louisville went independent, and now they're joining the All-American. But yeah, just a crazy shuffling around of teams in this kind of Stark Summit area. Just, I mean, it's crazy to look at it and think, by the time I'm graduated, the conference alignments are going to be completely different. I have no other way to look at it than that. I mean, it's crazy.
And in the meantime, I'm going to pull up the exact actual press release, as that's probably the best way to get an inside view into what these schools want to say. I'm going to go to the thick of it, going mainly with the quotes. Of course, obviously, you're going to have all the hoopla of we, the people, have decided we're going to leave the conference. But to read it via the Arrowhead Media Network's Instagram page, these schools are bound by more than geography, said representatives of the founding superintendents. We share long-standing rivalries and a commitment to providing competitive, student-centered athletic and scholastic opportunities. As well, it goes on to mention that they all used to be a part of the old Senate League. For my Cleveland people, no, they didn't make a trip out to East Cleveland on a Thursday night to battle Glenville. There was the Senate League down here in the Stark County area. So obviously an interesting one. I don't know if it's going to be the Senate League again. There's a good chance that it is. Odds are, I assume it's not going to be called that, but you never know. And then beyond that, their goal is stability, which, of course, as you mentioned, there's a lot of moving around in the conferences nowadays. They want to avoid that, and they could potentially establish themselves as, obviously, on a smaller stage, another version of the Federal League.
That's exactly where I was going with that. And I know they said stability, and I completely agree with that. In my eyes, I think this is kind of a cross-country conference. I know it sounds crazy to say, but
Says the cross-country athlete.
well, so you have to take it from my perspective. You look at Marlington; they have the Ashley White Invitational every year. Minerva is a powerhouse with the runners that they have this year. Rowan Hoffey being the big senior, but they have the young players like young runners like Anderson Scott. Tuslaw has the Nickajack Farms Invitational, and Fairless has Bryce Fuller, who ran at Nike Nationals this year. He's a phenomenal runner, and he's only a sophomore. I think, and Sandy Valley also hosts Invitational every year. I think the way you have to look at it is stability. It's going to be super competitive and also very balanced in cross country, which is not very much how it is in the EVC.
And let's talk about it as well from a wrestling perspective. Carrollton has controlled the Eastern Buckeye Conference over the past couple of seasons, as we saw last Thursday with them beating Minerva. They now have to go through Claymont, and Claymont is a powerhouse in their own right.
Yeah, they definitely are. This conference definitely favors, I don't want to say the smaller sports, but not the big-time sports you think about with football, basketball. None of those schools really blow me away in their football or basketball programs, but cross-country, long-distance track, wrestling, even bowling. I've seen some posts come out of Minerva and Fairless for bowling. So it's an interesting conference. That's what I think.
And I would have to agree. Obviously, we don't know what went fully into that decision. We don't know what's going to happen next. Is there a chance that the EBC does survive this? Yes. There's a chance that other teams come in, and that could be where a Canton South says, you know what, we're ready to do business, we're ready to come back. That could also mean some other dominoes fall in the IVC. You have some teams flop out of that, such as Malvern. Or they could eventually jump ship from the IVC and follow Minerva to have that rivalry twice a season. At the same time, I thought of it earlier. I don't think it's going to happen. Alliance could go back to the Federal League for all we know. Or they go independent, but honestly, looking at what we've seen locally, I'm just thinking of this right now. My gut says All-American for Alliance and West Branch.
Yeah, that's where my mind was going. You talked about Canton South coming back, and that's the dominoes falling in the dominoes could fall. IVC, Principals Athletic Conference. We see Alliance play some teams like Northwest a lot in basketball, and Canton South, Manchester, like those. It's a bit of a trip, but those are teams closer in skill level, and also, like you said, All-American. It could go a few ways, and that's the troubles with this. It's just going to be mania. I feel like, in the next few years, scrambling to either get people to join or find an area to squeeze into a different conference.
It's definitely going to be tough. Of course, that was not planned. I made the pregame show script at around 2:30 today. The news broke at 3. So basically, we just had to kind of squeeze that in there at the beginning. Now going back to our regularly scheduled programming, this is the first time in SmeeSports history that we will have 2 broadcasts going at the same time. Once again, up in Cleveland, it's going to be Padua Franciscan Holy Name in the Parma Holy War. Down here, Alliance Canfield. So let's start by talking about Alliance and Canfield. They each won their last game. You look at those winning streaks. Alliance, they've won their last 9. Canfield, though, they've won their last 12. Their last loss was to Jalen Gunther and Youngstown Ursuline on December 19th.
Yeah, just 2 absolutely fantastic teams. The depth, the shooting, they have it all. I mean, this is going to be a fantastic matchup. And like you said, showdown of 2 17-2 teams. They're both closely ranked on Max Preps. I know that Canfield is 32nd in Ohio, or 36th, I think, and Alliance is 40th in Ohio. So very closely ranked teams. I think it will just prove who's better, and it'll give a better, kind of an in-between matchup for like similar opponents. Like you look at, we played Cheney played Canfield as well. You kind of get a better judge of the skill levels of both these teams.
And just before I go to you, Bryce, the Cheney games happened early in the season. That bad loss for Canfield was game number 1 for them. For Alliance, that was, I believe, December 6th. That just shows how early in the season that matchup against Cheney is, as Cheney, at least according to University, ranked higher than both currently in NEL.
I don't agree with him on that one. I'd probably put Alliance above Cheney. I'd do exactly what we would expect. Alliance above Cheney, and then Canfield below Cheney. Like, I would split above and below Cheney. It really just depends, though. I mean, you get teams that get hot, you get teams that get cold. You never know what you're going to get any given day of the week. You never know what's going to happen at 7 o'clock.
It definitely is tough, but going to their last games, Alliance a 20-point win against Marlington, 77-57 last week. Same for Canfield. They won a good game against a good Warren G. Harding team, 45-36. I believe, Cooper, you were here for the Alliance Marlington game. Your biggest takeaway outside of the interesting starting lineup, of course, with 8 seniors. They all can't start on senior night, so Coach Harper decided to bring senior night in a week early.
Yeah, I thought it was a good showing from them. It was, as much as I don't want to use the word, it was just a little boring. There was a little buzz at the start. You know, I believe Marlington hit 3 straight threes. They actually went up at one point, but then from there, you know, Aviators kind of just walked away with it, and yeah, that's what it was. But the one thing I saw from both teams is they both have a lot of potential. I was watching the end of the game, not just on the Alliance's side of the ball when they have, you know, familiar faces like C.J. Harper and DeMontre Gurley come in, who are 2 freshmen who are fantastic players. We've seen them play in varsity games before. But also, on Marlington's side of the ball, you have a young point guard in Brady Griggs and then a forward in Mason Miller, and they're 2 fantastic players, young kids, and both these teams have a lot of potential.
And then, of course, last year, Chess Coleman. You had to just see him play for Warren G. Harding. He was an absolute menace. They played against the Lions, and you saw the highlights. A lot of business decisions were made in that paint. But obviously, Harding, they lost a lot of steam. Still a solid win for Canfield, but some work is to be done, basically, I would say. Once again, this is Youngstown, or in this case, Stark County. You're going to have lower scoring games. I think on Tuesday night when we saw Carrollton and Marlington have 13 combined through 5 minutes, we were saying, where's Marcus Johnson? Where's Drew Sires from years past? To go to Padua tonight, where's Gambrell? Where's Braylon Benson? Where's Wooten? Where are those guys at? It was really a culture shock, but going to them, the Parma Holy War is going to be a tough one tonight for Holy Name. Last time, 80-53, and the kicker, Bryce, we saw it. 1 point was scored by Holy Name in that first quarter, and it was outside of the quarter. There was a foul as time expired, and they hit 1 of 2.
Yeah, it was an interesting game, to say the least. I don't know. I'm not exactly sure how I think it's going to fare for Holy Name this time around. Obviously, Padua has been very, very good. They have a ton of athletic players. But, man, Holy Name can shoot the ball really, really well when they want to. And if Pat gets going and a couple other pieces around him get going, I could see them making this a nice little game.
And the one piece that you won't have is Evan Stump. The transfers have to sit out now. They transfer from public to private. They can't come in and play. So to my knowledge, there is a chance that he was released. To that, I do not know, as we are officially live as well on the other link. I don't know exactly if Stump can play. I know Phelps can't play from Lutheran West. I think Stump the same exact thing from what I heard. But Holy Name, they lost by 2 to NDCL last time out. They beat Lake Catholic on the road Monday. They're finding solutions, and they're getting better, and that's the big positive. As for Padua, they're 12-7 on the year. 69-53 win over Lake Catholic. They took care of business, not as convincingly as last time. With those Bruins, they are going to cause a lot of issues in Division III. And oh, by the way, you look at Division III again, Garfield, Bedford, Padua, Alliance, Canfield, Cheney, Ursuline's in there too. Whoever wins Division III, I know it's a bold statement, is the best team in Ohio because they're going to have the toughest path to get there. Even if Eds or Ignatius wins, you're going to have a couple of weaker opponents early, probably through the district tournament, before then you play an Ignatius, before then you play a Brunswick. It's going to be tough.
I 100% agree. I think Division III and Division II are probably the 2 toughest divisions right now to go through. It's really hard with the amount of talent and depth at that level. Division I, not to say that it's bad, but you have some teams that are scraping by due to their insane population. You have such a large student body, but you don't actually have the athletes in that student body to make an impact. So I'm curious to see how those early rounds of Division I go. Like, I could see March Madness type upsets where you think a small team that hasn't done great all year is going to pull one out. Maybe they get the brakes beat off them. Maybe they sneak one out.
As well, we do have word Massillon McKinley has tipped off. It is 6-2 Massillon on top of McKinley early on. But with that in mind, we'll toss things back down to the floor here. 5:32 on the clock of the JV game as you are watching the SmeeSports pregame show on the SmeeSports YouTube channel. With 8 years of real estate experience and deep roots in Alliance, Heather Prince is more than just your local realtor.
She's a proud graduate of Alliance High School and the University of Mount Union. She is also a lifelong supporter of her community. As a dedicated Homes for Heroes affiliate, Heather is honored to give back to those who serve. Teachers, healthcare professionals, firefighters, and EMTs, along with law enforcement who buy or sell a home with Heather, will receive a special reward check after closing. A heartfelt thank you for their service. Local, loyal, here for our heroes. Thinking of making a move? Contact Heather today. Heather Prince with Howard Hanna Real Estate Services, your hometown real estate experts. Homeowners, here's something you'll love. Crown Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing is now offering a free Rooted in Comfort home evaluation. That's right, it's free. Not a sales pitch, real education. We'll walk through your home's mechanical system with you, check indoor air quality, test your water, and answer the questions most homeowners never get clear answers to. All free, all about guidance, not pressure. Give us a call at 330-235-1575. That's 330-235-1575. Rooted in Comfort, honest guidance, real solutions. Crown Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing. Having foot or ankle pain? Ingrown toenail giving you trouble? Are your toenails showing discoloration, diabetic foot concerns, or just general foot and ankle questions? If so, you have come to the right place. Contact us at Alliance and Salem Foot and Ankle Clinics. We want you to be walking, running, jumping, and living the lifestyle you want to. We look forward to helping you get back on your feet. Alliance and Salem Foot and Ankle Clinics, putting pep back in your step.
Welcome back to the Harry Field Gymnasium in the JV game. 4:20 on the clock as you are watching the SmeeSports pregame show on the SmeeSports YouTube channel. Bryce, segment number 2. We're going to have to do segment number 3 after senior night as we are progressing quite quickly here over at Padua. They're only at halftime of JV, so a stark difference there. But looking at this matchup, we're going to start with Alliance. 17-2 on the year, and they are currently on pace to have their best regular season since the 11-12 year. And oh, by the way, 20-0 in the regular season.
Sorry, excuse me. That's incredible. I'm really holding back a cough right now. That's a really, really good year, and this would be incredible to see them. I would just love to see them make a deep playoff run.
And that's obviously the goal. You have the talent. You have the 8 seniors as well, some underclassmen who are ready to step up. My question is, how are you going to go about tonight's game? This is a very physical and tall Canfield team. You do have the size, but Alliance isn't the normal team that plays bully ball when they have to.
Yeah, no, they're not. They like to stretch the floor, and if they can get down low, it's generally coming from the pick and roll or offensive rebounds. They have the height. They don't necessarily have the mass to fight down low.
And of course, I do want to take this time to congratulate all the seniors. You have JR, KB, you have Braylon, Tajay, Ravon, Cole, you have Channing, and then Kavion Thomas. 8 great seniors that are looking to have a big impact here tonight. Their second to last regular season home game. Of course, tomorrow night you have the Eastern Buckeye Conference Championship game against West Branch. How do you go about this game in regards to the tournament? Of course, it's coming up. The draw is this weekend. You win, you pretty much control your own destiny, and you will be the home team. Well, it might not be necessarily here, but on paper at least, pretty much up until Dayton.
Yeah, I would imagine they don't play this one super aggressive. They want to stay safe. They want to prepare for tomorrow. They obviously want to win because this is going to give them really good points, but you can't risk burning yourself out too early. You have to understand the pace at which you need to go. You still have, what, maybe 4 weeks till state championship, I believe?
Something around that.
Yeah. So you can't burn out too quickly. You have to understand when the state championship would be if you were to get there, and how to kind of manage your time and manage yourself, manage your emotions.
And that's obviously the key. We've talked about it in the past. Okay, at what point do you pull the starters from this game? You bring in the JVs for tomorrow. You need the points, but you also want the conference. And we'll talk more during the actual game itself as to which is more important, points or a conference championship, as that's obviously a tough one. West Branch, they're on the road at Girard tonight. They have to make the basically same exact decision. But if you're Canfield, your focus is completely on tonight. Your next game after this is at Austintown Fitch on Tuesday. You can give all of your resources here, and the key with that, for the past 3 seasons, they have had 20-plus wins. Back-to-back district titles as well. These guys know how to win.
Yeah, they do. Canfield is a phenomenal school and a phenomenal program. They do a great job out there. I'll always loop it back to baseball because we just had college baseball tip off and first pitch start today. But they got two really good arms out there for the baseball program, and their basketball program is just as good, man. They always find a way to win. They're always in the conversation. You never have a doubt that they're going to make it back when they lose. They're always going to be back.
And don't forget state champion 2022 Canfield football, led by Brock Lowry, of course. As a Holy Name alum, pretty much every single time that we played Canfield, we lost, and I think that's been the case pretty much ever since we saw them randomly pop up in that tournament. They always have the Namers number, which of course is not really a bad omen for tonight per se, but if they would have to play each other again at some point this season, which I would highly doubt, but it could happen with the playoffs, that would have to be something to look at. Going beyond that, you bring back one senior from last year, but still, that loss, 64-60 at home is fresh in your mind. How much of a motivator is that?
Oh, it's always a motivator. That's one of the big things that you can always use. If you are coming back from a loss, you're always going to have the energy. You're always going to be ready to go. You're going to want to compete. So I think after a loss, they're going to be ready to bounce back and be firing on all cylinders.
This is why we can't have nice things. We can't have good pregame shows, but not nice things, to quote a former pastor of my home parish. But beyond that, Canfield's a great team. We obviously know that. Tonight's going to be a great game here. Well, let's talk about the game up north at Padua. They're 12-7 on the year. They've won their last 3 games. 80-53 last time against Holy Name. Obviously, once again, the Namers only scored 1 point in the first quarter, and that was a free throw. It's a young core. It's senior night. How much is on the line for Padua?
I don't think there's a whole lot on the line per se. I think there's a lot of pride at risk, but I don't think they lose a lot if they end up losing this game. I think Padua's going to win. I think it's going to be a very close one, but I think Padua's going to win. Yeah, I just don't think there's a lot of value they're going to lose. It's more going to be the seniors looking back saying, all right, we could have done this, we could have done that, whatever it may be.
And I think with that, Holy Name is getting that. Of course, you have the transfers that can no longer play this season due to eligibility rules, but you lose by 2 to NDCL. You take it to Lake Catholic on the road on Monday. As, according to Johnny Fidel, the head coach, they're playing an NBAS schedule this week, 4 games. You have Padua tonight, and oh, by the way, you play one of the best teams in the state of Ohio, Lutheran East, tomorrow afternoon on Cleveland Lights. It's a gauntlet, but that group is finally gelling together, and it looks like, as of right now, your star players, you have 2 true stars right now in Kurt Player, along with, believe it or not, based on how this season started, Chris Hyatt.
Yeah, they have 2 very, very good players. They obviously have a lot of pieces that are really valuable, but when it comes to the actual star players themselves, yeah, it's really Pat and Hyatt. They've done a great job so far.
I think he heard us ask the question of where we're going to be for a lot of our spring coverage, and all of a sudden, there's Coach Graffis. That answers our question there. But not to spoil baseball too soon, but I would have to agree, get a young core. Johnny Fidel is one of the best up-and-coming head coaches in the area. That is no doubt in my mind. As an alum, if there was one guy that I would trust with the program right now to go forward with all the guys returning from this year, give me Johnny Fidel. I think he's the guy for the job, and I think he's going to prove it tonight. Even if they lose by, say, 20, he's going to keep them in that game until the end. That's just what Williams is going to fight, especially on the road at Padua. As you've said, there's a lot of pride at stake, and that is really what is going to be the biggest motivating factor for both teams. When we return, it's time for some predictions. We'll toss it down to the floor here at Harry Phil's Gymnasium. Time locally is 6:24 p.m. as you are watching the SmeeSports pregame show on the SmeeSports YouTube channel.
With 8 years of real estate experience and deep roots in Alliance, Heather Prince is more than just your local realtor. She's a proud graduate of Alliance High School and the University of Mount Union. She is also a lifelong supporter of her community. As a dedicated Homes for Heroes affiliate, Heather is honored to give back to those who serve. Teachers, healthcare professionals, firefighters, and EMTs, along with law enforcement who buy or sell a home with Heather, will receive a special reward check after closing. A heartfelt thank you for their service. Local, loyal, here for our heroes. Thinking of making a move? Contact Heather today. Heather Prince with Howard Hanna Real Estate Services, your hometown real estate experts.
Homeowners, here's something you'll love. Crown Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing is now offering a free Rooted in Comfort home evaluation. That's right, it's free. Not a sales pitch, real education. We'll walk through your home's mechanical system with you, check indoor air quality, test your water, and answer the questions most homeowners never get clear answers to. All free, all about guidance, not pressure. Give us a call at 330-235-1575. That's 330-235-1575. Rooted in Comfort, honest guidance, real solutions. Crown Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing. Having foot or ankle pain? Ingrown toenail giving you trouble? Are your toenails showing discoloration? Diabetic foot concerns, or just general foot and ankle questions? If so, you have come to the right place. Contact us at Alliance and Salem Foot and Ankle Clinics. We want you to be walking, running, jumping, and living the lifestyle you want to. We look forward to helping you get back on your feet. Alliance and Salem Foot and Ankle Clinics, putting pep back in your step.
Welcome back to Harry Field Gymnasium for the SmeeSports pregame show. As we mentioned, senior night, it is coming up very quick. We have 56.1 seconds on the clock. So we're going to call audible here, Bryce. We're going to do predictions after senior night, but before that, 3 keys to victory starting with Alliance.
I think Alliance has to win the offensive rebound battle. You got to be active in the paint. You can't give up extra points to Canfield. Let's get JR out early, get him in transition, let him hit some knockdown threes, and then I'm going to go with the perimeter defense. I want to see our guards actually play better defense this week. We've had a lot of, we're going to step to the right, let them go by, and then try to get the wraparound cookies. Man, straight up, lateral movement, be quick on your feet. If you get beat to a spot, flip your hips, sprint, get set again.
As for Canfield, I'll take that one. Do not allow too many perimeter threes. And watching the film of that Holy Name game back again, the reason why Holy Name looked so good early, there was no defense outside. A lot of what they did was commit to trying drawing charges. Don't do that against this Aviator team. It's not going to work in your favor. They work so fast. They're so smart with their passes. So from there, you have 2 easy defensive points and keys to victory. Defend the perimeter and don't allow any charge attempts to really go against you. If you're going to try and go for the charge, you got to be sure that you're going to get it. This is going to become a game of possessions quickly. And then number 3, understand that this is their senior night and use that against them. Emotions are going to be at an all-time high. You have nothing emotionally attaching you to this game. This is just Friday night basketball on Friday the 13th. This is where you go out there and make a statement and say, hey, you know what? We're going to go and spoil senior night for one of the best teams in the state. They scheduled us tonight. They could have put us against Marlington. They could have put us against Salem. They could have put it against a number of teams. For senior night, they chose us, and that's a chip on our back. And if Canfield plays that way, they have a good shot to win tonight. With that in mind, we'll toss things downstairs for some bonus coverage of the I believe we have 35 seconds left to go in that one. Then after that, it is time for senior night as you are watching the SmeeSports pregame show on the SmeeSports YouTube channel.
With 8 years of real estate experience and deep roots in Alliance, Heather Prince is more than just your local realtor. She's a proud graduate of Alliance High School and the University of Mount Union. She is also a lifelong supporter of her community. As a dedicated Homes for Heroes affiliate, Heather is honored to give back to those who serve. Teachers, healthcare professionals, firefighters, and EMTs, along with law enforcement who buy or sell a home with Heather, will receive a special reward check after closing. A heartfelt thank you for their service. Local, loyal, here for our heroes. Thinking of making a move? Contact Heather today. Heather Prince with Howard Hanna Real Estate Services, your hometown real estate experts.
Homeowners, here's something you'll love. Crown Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing is now offering a free Rooted in Comfort home evaluation. That's right, it's free. Not a sales pitch, real education. We'll walk through your home's mechanical system with you, check indoor air quality, test your water, and answer the questions most homeowners never get clear answers to. All free, all about guidance, not pressure. Give us a call at 330-235-1575. That's 330-235-1575. Rooted in Comfort, honest guidance, real solutions. Crown Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing. Having foot or ankle pain? Ingrown toenail giving you trouble? Are your toenails showing discoloration? Diabetic foot concerns, or just general foot and ankle questions? If so, you have come to the right place. Contact us at Alliance and Salem Foot and Ankle Clinics. We want you to be walking, running, jumping, and living the lifestyle you want to. We look forward to helping you get back on your feet. Alliance and Salem Foot and Ankle Clinics, putting pep back in your step.
And thank you all for visiting the Harry Fales Gymnasium. Tonight is our senior night, so at this time we would like to recognize our senior members of the cheer program and the boys basketball program. First up, we have our cheer seniors. Our first senior is Aaliyah Tucker. She's escorted by her stepdad, Corbin. Her school activities include cheerleading and the Digital Arts and Design Career Tech program. After graduation, she plans to attend an undecided college to continue her graphic design career. Our next cheer senior is Fiona Tucker. She is escorted by her mother Lisa Shortridge, her father Kevin Tucker, and her brother Kyle. Her school activities include 4 years of varsity cheerleading, 99 squadron, and the medical professional career tech. Next up, we have our basketball seniors. Our first senior is Ramon Hawkins. He's escorted by his mom, Alicia Sampson, and his dad, Aubrey Hawkins. His high school activities include football, track, and basketball. After graduation, he plans to earn a degree in business and continue to play football. His favorite memory is winning his 8th grade year championship. Our next senior is J.R. Jackson. He's escorted by his parents, Rich and Erica Jackson. His high school activities include football, basketball, and he serves as the Board of Education student representative. After graduation, he plans to earn a bachelor's degree in sports medicine while continuing to play basketball at the collegiate level. His favorite memory was hitting 1,000 points. Our next senior is Channing Jellison. He's escorted by his parents and his bonus parents. His high school activities include basketball, and after graduation, he plans to go to college to become an accountant. James' favorite memory is celebrating with the team after hitting his game winner this season against Northwest. Our next senior is Todd Nicholson. He's escorted by Lisa Hawkins, Jabril Hawkins, and Sanai Hatcher. His high school activities include varsity football, basketball, track and field. After graduation, he plans to attend college to study business and sports management while playing football. Tajay's favorite memory is when we go out to eat and do bonding stuff outside of basketball, but still as a team. Our next senior is Cole Pascal. He's escorted by his parents, Brian and Faith Pascal. His high school activities include National Honor Society, soccer, basketball, class council, OB 10B, honor roll, and the Sports Medicine Career Tech program. After graduation, he plans to attend Mount Union University to study exercise science and become a physical therapist. His favorite memory is the van rides to and from the trips in the summer. Our next senior is Braylon Sears. He's escorted by his mom, Talia Barbosa, and his brothers, Corey Mitchell, Kyrie Mitchell, and Shay Carter. His high school activities include basketball and track and field. After graduation, he plans to become a barber and an electrician. Brandon's favorite memory is beating McKinley this year. Our next senior is Tavion Thomas. He's escorted by his mom, Nicole Drake, carrying his brother Kyron Drake, and with his grandmother Robin. His high school activities include sports medicine career tech, 99 squadron, 4 years of varsity basketball, and 4 years in track. After graduation, he plans to attend Washington University with some major in exercise science while competing on the track and field. Kavion's favorite memory is when he got his first dunk. Our last senior is Cam Burton. He's escorted by his mom, Christy Burton, and his dad, Jerome Burton. His high school activities include baseball, football, track, and basketball. After graduation, he plans to attend college to study business and sports management while continuing to play sports. Cam's favorite memory this year was also beating McKinley. That concludes our senior night presentation. Thank you all for coming out to honor our seniors.
Well, welcome back to the Harry Fales Gymnasium here at Alliance High School. What a great job all the way around during senior night, but it's time to get back to the SmeeSports pregame show on the SmeeSports YouTube channel. As we take it back up here to our mobile press box, I am Nathan Smee. Alongside me tonight, Bryce Fisher. And Bryce, It's time to do some predictions. That might be our favorite part, if not our least favorite part. It's either the best or the worst thing that we possibly can do.
I think it'll be probably closer to the worst. I can't imagine we do good tonight.
Why do you say that?
I don't know. It's Friday the 13th, man.
Any other reason besides that?
No, just it's Friday the 13th.
All right, obviously, Massillon-McKinley is going on right now. We haven't seen the score in a while. Who do you think is going to win that one? That's just going to be kind of a bonus one.
That's called McKinley.
McKinley wins it.
The Pups. Oh, yeah.
By how much?
3.
By 3.
Yes, sir.
Who's going to have the most points, do you think?
I'm probably going to lean towards, I think it will be a Jamar Keys type of game.
A Jamar Keys kind of game.
Yeah.
Could be in the end, but going through our predictions, this is the SmeeSports Rooted in Comfort predictions presented by Crown Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing. Game number 1, Minerva and Tuscarawas Valley. Who do you have winning?
I think I'm going to stick with Minerva.
I got to rock with Minerva, too, as well. Based on the new conference, that will be a conference matchup one day. Obviously, that day is not going to be today, but still, it is coming. Game number 2, Jackson and Youngstown East. I believe it's Kyle Young, his jersey being retired tonight.
I heard something along the lines. I saw a post by the water park. That's Jackson's Barstool. So I know someone's getting retired. It's probably Kyle Young, I would imagine.
That's who it is, from Ohio State. He had a great tenure there. I have the Polar Bears winning that one. Who do you have?
I got the Polar Bears as much as I hate it.
I know you do. It's not going to get any easier for you once we get to Glen Oak here. But game number 3, Marlington versus Akron-Garfield. I know we saw Marlington on Tuesday. Monty and Rayshon are too much. Give me Akron-Garfield.
Yeah, and I think Rayshon just committed.
Yes, he did. Potomac State in West Virginia?
I believe so, yeah.
A JUCO, and then from there, the sky's the limit for that young man. He has so much talent.
Yeah, I'm right with Rayshon Garfield.
I think they get the win handily in that one. Game number 4, Hoover and Glen Oak. Hunter Hirschberger, 992 career points. He's 8 away from 1K. He gets it in the first half as Hoover runs away with that one.
No, it's not even going to be close. Glen Oak's going to win by 30.
Is this the Rick Hairston farewell tour now?
Yes.
Of course, he's not going to Mount Union to become the first ever women's flag football coach that the Purple Raiders will have in their inaugural team. Excited to have Coach Hairston over in Alliance. Well, I say over in Alliance, but I should say over yonder somewhere. I think. Wait.
Yeah, just down the road.
That way. I think. Right?
Yes. Yep.
Something along those lines.
Yeah, we're facing north right now. It's about half a mile south, so yeah.
Close enough. Game number 5, Girard West Branch. Despite tomorrow, I don't think that's going to be enough to slow down West Branch. They win.
I'm going with Girard.
An interesting one there.
I like it. Smelling it.
Game 6, Strongsville and Shaker Heights on senior night. Coach Kilbane and company get a get-back game against Shaker. They get the win.
No, it's going to be Shaker Heights.
We're going to disagree with most of these, basically.
Maybe from now on, yeah.
Brunswick Menors, game number 7. Give me Brunswick.
Brunswick.
Okay.
Yeah.
Of course, Trey Drexler, a great player for them. I think he's going to be key tonight if Brunswick does get the win over Menor. Game number 8, St. V's in Louisville. St. V's is going to win. DeCarlo Prince, he's just too good.
Yeah, St. V is going to run away with that.
Game number 9, Iggy Warrensville. Very similar records. Iggy by 2.
I don't know. I like Warrensville, man. I'm going to go with Warrensville.
I'm not bold enough to make that call. I want to make that call. Believe me. Our connection with Michi, you know, I want to make that call. I just can't.
I think it might just be biased from me liking Michi, but I'm going with Warrensville.
That's going to be a tough one. I think they have a very, very good chance to win that game. Number 10, Rhodes Bedford, the city champions of Cleveland versus one of the hottest teams outside of it. You know what? Sean Spencer's birthday was yesterday, I believe. Give me Coach Sean and give me Rhodes.
No, I'm going with Bedford. They put on a good showing when we saw them. I like them.
That's very true. It's always a good show when Bedford's playing, especially given that culture that Jermaine Gay has instilled there. He is one of the best coaches in the area. Young, up and coming, he fits the bill. Benny, Elyria Catholic, and a close one. I have Elyria Catholic getting the win on the road.
Yeah, I'm probably going to go with EC.
It's a tough one for sure. CVCA Boardman, CVCA by 30. I'm not sugarcoating it. They're conference champions. They're just too good.
I'm going to go with CVCA by 45.
By 45?
Yeah, why not?
Don't hate that one. NDCL, Lake Catholic, NDCL by 25.
Lake Catholic by 1.
Lake Catholic gets a win in
On
conference.
on a buzzer beater. Let's go for it.
Brady Moran.
Full send, yeah.
We're going on Brady Moran for that one?
Yep.
I like it. Penultimate pick, Lou West and US. Give me those boys from Psalm Center Road. University school.
I know. No, listen, I love Deacon and the baseball team over there at US, and I know if he sees this, he'll get on me, but I'm going to go with Lou West.
And then finally, one more game to predict. It is going to be Gilmore and Hoban. It's a tough one, but you know what? Give me the other boys from Psalm Center Road.
Yeah, give me the Lancers.
In a close one, obviously, TK Griffith, one heck of a head coach over there. I think they just eke out the victory in the end. But that'll do it for us here for the SmeeSports pregame show. But stay with us as tip-off is 8.5 minutes away here at Harry Field Gymnasium. But this has been the SmeeSports pregame show on the SmeeSports YouTube channel.
With 8 years of real estate experience and deep roots in Alliance, Heather Prince is more than just your local realtor. She's a proud graduate of Alliance High School and the University of Mount Union. She is also a lifelong supporter of her community. As a dedicated Homes for Heroes affiliate, Heather is honored to give back to those who serve. Teachers, healthcare professionals, firefighters, and EMTs, along with law enforcement who buy or sell a home with Heather, will receive a special reward check after closing. A heartfelt thank you for their service. Local, loyal, here for our heroes. Thinking of making a move? Contact Heather today. Heather Prince with Howard Hanna Real Estate Services, your hometown real estate experts.
Homeowners, here's something you'll love. Crown Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing is now offering a free Rooted in Comfort home evaluation. That's right, it's free. Not a sales pitch, real education. We'll walk through your home's mechanical system with you, check indoor air quality, test your water, and answer the questions most homeowners never get clear answers to. All free, all about guidance, not pressure. Give us a call at 330-235-1575. That's 330-235-1575. Rooted in Comfort, honest guidance, real solutions. Crown Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing. Having foot or ankle pain? Ingrown toenail giving you trouble? Are your toenails showing discoloration? Diabetic foot concerns, or just general foot and ankle questions? If so, you have come to the right place. Contact us at Alliance and Salem Foot and Ankle Clinics. We want you to be walking, running, jumping, and living the lifestyle you want to. We look forward to helping you get back on your feet. Alliance and Salem Foot and Ankle Clinics, putting pep back in your step.
Yeah, thank you. I just want to say first, all glory to God. Without him, I am nothing.
Power the shove, Neighbor Nation! We will see you on Saturday afternoon! Riley Meister gets the point!
Back into left field. Say goodnight to that baseball.
This is another one! It's back to back Jacks for KSU Tuscarawas! He's the point, and it's alive! Hanson pushes it over! Unbelievable! We play on! It's blocked! We're tied! We're tied! Unbelievable!
17-2 versus 17-2. Do a little math. 34-4 combined records. Live from Harry Field Gymnasium, this is the OHSAA on SmeeSports in partnership and live on Spectrum Channel 1022 Alliance. It's the Aviators of Alliance and the Cardinals of Canfield tonight in a big must-win matchup heading into the OHSAA tournament draw this weekend. Hello, friends. Nathan Smee, Bryce Fisher on the call for you this evening, live on the SmeeSports YouTube channel. We're here. It's Friday the 13th. 2 games live here on SmeeSports for the first time ever. And we have one of the best ever games that we have seen so far, at least on paper. As I said, record-wise, we have never seen this good of a combination.
Yeah, it's a very, very high-powered matchup. Late in the season, too. You don't usually see these types of teams late in the season where they have such good records. 4 combined losses between these 2 teams. That's ridiculous.
It's absurd to say. And then, of course, tomorrow you have the Eastern Buckeye Conference Championship game, which adds another level to tonight. But, of course, this is about the Alliance Aviators seniors. You have 8 on the roster. What's going through their mind right now as, of course, Bryce, you played in your own senior night not too long ago?
Man, it feels like a decade now, but the biggest thing is you just don't want to lose. That would be heartbreaking. You don't want to lose. You don't want to have that memory. You want to go out winning on your senior night. But, man, this is a tough team, and they've been shooting the ball really well so far in pregame. They look like they're ready to go.
And I believe we have a big development. Third Coast Hoops is in the house. You know it's big when Third Coast makes his way down to Stark County. He's been at Alliance quite a lot for Mount Union, but not here for the Aviators. I'm excited now. You have Third Coast. He basically defined what it means to be media in NEO basketball, and he's here tonight for a good one. As for Canfield, they lost to them 64-60 last year. How much is revenge a motivator tonight?
I don't think it's much. It's a new season. You got a new group of guys. It's a lot returning, but you always have a new group. So as much as revenge might be a motivator, I don't think it's going to play a huge role tonight.
We've talked about the keys to victory for Canfield. A lot of it has to come down to defensive traits for Alliance. It's just not playing down against your standard. You look at this for senior night, though. The kicker. The third toughest team they'll have had to play at home. Of course, 1 and 2. They're battling right now in the War of 1894, Massillon and McKinley. With that in mind, we'll toss things downstairs to our PA announcer, who will get us underway with our pregame announcements. It's the Aviators and the Cardinals up next here on the SmeeSports YouTube channel.
We live in the greatest country in the world with freedoms like no other. To honor America and in respect for all who have served our country and those who are still serving our country, to defend the freedoms we enjoy, we ask gentlemen to please remove your hats and everyone that is able to please stand for the playing of our national anthem, the Star Spangled Banner, by the Alliance High School Pep Band under the direction of Dr. Charles Page. As the host of tonight's game, the athletic department of Alliance High School welcomes you to tonight's basketball game between Alliance High School and Canfield High School. And thanks you for your support of high school student athletes. The student athletes, coaches, and officials have put great effort into preparing for this game. Please respect them for their efforts and remember to respect the game regardless of the outcome. The officials for this game are Gerald Carrier, Matt Clark, and Ethan Gallion. The athletes, coaches, and officials are guests of Alliance High School, and you're requested to so regard them and to treat them in keeping with the ideals of good sportsmanship. Now to meet the teams. The visitors on the scoreboard, the Canfield Cardinals. Head coach, Andy Valakovich. Assistant coaches, Dylan O'Hara, Chris Brooks, Jake Snyder, and Rob Donahue. The Canfield starters. Number 1, Joey Gabriel. Number 2, Donnie Furco. Number 13, Bryce Roberts. Number 22, Landon Sheena. And number 23, Jace Ricardo. Now for your Alliance Aviators. Head coach, Chet Harper. Assistant coaches, Corey Stevens, Rich Jackson, Tim Lake, Gerald Strotter, Colin Gurley, and Coach Woods. Now for your starting lineup.
Standing 6'3" and never afraid to back down from a challenge. He's known to be a defensive menace and the pest in the paint. 2-year starter and EDC honorable mention. You know him, you love him, it's Mr. Hustle, senior number 32, Cole Pascal. The big man down low, standing 6'7". He's the king of rebounds and putbacks. A fan favorite, it's senior number 20, Channing Jellison. At point guard, standing 5'8" and leading the Aviators in flight. He's got ice in his veins and can hit from anywhere on the court. 2-year starter and EBC second team. It's senior number 3, KB Burton. At forward, standing 6'3". He can attack the rack, but he's still a shooter from deep. His flashy game always gets the crowd on his feet. It's 2-year starter, senior number 2, Tajay Nicholson. And last but certainly not least, a 4-year starter, 2-time All-Ohio guard and EBC Player of the Year, a 3-point sharpshooter and a playmaker with vision on the court like no other. Aviator fans, let's make some noise for Stark County's finest and Alliance's very own, the senior wearing number 1, ladies and gentlemen, J.R. Jackson.
Once again, a fine job by SmeeSports' very own intern, Cooper Fontaine, down at the scorer's table.
Yeah, he did a really good job down there. I thought those were pretty solid introductions. Some really poor handshakes, but, you know, they did a great job.
Now, I'll tell you what, going back to Cole Pasco diving out of the paper, I love that. I'm a fan of that. Bryce, I don't know your thoughts on that one, but still, I think intros here are great. Alliance always knows how to throw a basketball party, and that's what they want to do tonight. The time locally in Alliance, Ohio is 7:17. We are ready to go. We are ready to pump it up. This is the OHSAA on SmeeSports and on Spectrum Channel 1022 Alliance. Once again, I am Nathan Smee. Alongside me tonight, Bryce Fisher. It's tip-off time. The student section, it's jumping as always. One last thing to do, Bryce. Get the game going. And we're going to try that again.
That was one of the weirder tip-offs.
We've already failed the tip-off. This one's good. It's won by Cam Burton, and we are ready to go here in Alliance, Ohio. It's the Aviators controlling the opening tip, and they will work right to left. Once again, both teams entering play tonight, 17-2 on the year. 2 of the Alliance area / Youngstown area's finest. It's J.R. Jackson leading the scoring on the year, 18.7 points per game. One of the best players in program history and a Walsh U football commit. Burton near side, a deep 3, well off kilter, it's wide right and out of bounds. An air ball gets the game going offensively for the Aviators, and the Canfield defense holds up.
Yeah, good job from Canfield to play sound defense there. Not a bad shot from KB, but we got to at least hit rim.
And they're barely able to get the inbound in time. That could have been a catastrophic start, but here comes Bryce Roberts, averaged 10 points per game last season. He is the only returning starter from the Canfield roster last year that made it a very long way in the playoffs, losing in the regional semifinals 50-40 to Meechie Johnson and Warrensville Heights. But 22-5 on the year, 3 consecutive seasons with 20-plus wins, and they want to make that 4 on the bounce. Roberts to the corner, picks up Ricardo, his shot is good, and Canfield will open up the scoring.
Yeah, really good job there. Pump fake, pound dribble with the left, pull up. Beautiful shot.
A strong shot by Ricardo, but Jackson answers.
Little snatch back 3, I love it.
That's how Alliance is going to play. They see you do one thing. They want to match it exactly, if not better. And we are tied up at 3. There's the double team and steal for J.R. Jackson. Plenty of help there from KB. And there is the foul. It's going to be on Furco, the sophomore. That was a smart foul there by Canfield. It's not on the shot. It makes Alliance reset. You have fouls for a reason. Of course, 1, it doesn't punish you immediately, but 2, to play a chess game within the actual chess game of basketball.
Yeah, very smart foul.
It's Nicholson on the inbound, not going to get it, and that's why it's so smart. No points there for the Aviators. Here comes Furco up the other end. Gabriel driving down low in the paint, and a clean finish.
Really good job from KB there, coming over on the help.
A little baseball versus baseball player action in the paint. Of course, Joey Gabriel, one of the leaders of that team, or expected leaders of the Canfield Cardinals. You talk about baseball, basketball, and football, all the way around Canfield, they might have the best trifecta in the state.
Yeah, they are very good all around.
And again, a forced turnover. Here comes their offense. Roberts driving on Jellison, pivoting out wide. Wide open 3. Not going to be there. Rebound by Ricardo, and he will pass it on down low. A clean move and finish from Sheena. That's how you sell the pump fake.
Yeah, I'm talking about how pregame, how Canfield was going to try to win with their size and strength. They're doing a really good job so far down low.
Alliance down by 4 early, not used to being down in this home. Of course, Massillon, the only team to hand them a loss at home this season. Their other loss in Beloit back in December against the West Branch Warriors, a team that they play tomorrow night for the conference crown. It's Jackson, all the scoring so far with 3. Now Nicholson. Of course, Tajay, one of the players on this roster, a part of the video production career tech program here at Alliance High School. That time around, Jackson can't connect with KB. It's out of bounds and back to Canfield.
Yeah, I think they need to utilize some of these switches here they get on the screens. You get a late one, like KB when he was on Ricardo. Utilize your speed against a bigger man.
And it hurts you right now that 2 of your main starters are on the bench, that being Parker Woods and Sam Hayes. That's a lot of height and a lot of great shooting ability combined. Nearly 20 points per game and a whole host of defense combined. Gabriel slipping just inside the elbow, back out wide. A good look from 3, just too strong, and it's Jackson the rebound. Alliance trying to set some tempo. JR taking it himself, and there's the foul. And somehow on that hit, he was still able to pick up Nicholson in the corner, of course, outside of the actual game script itself.
Yeah, that was a great pass after getting hit by 3 Cardinals there.
Impressive all the way around. So 2 team fouls on Canfield, none for Alliance in the opening frame thus far. Burton trying to get this inbound off in time, picks up Jellison. Of course, going back to the beginning of the season, he got the year started in style. He had the game winner at Northwest as KB knocks down that mid-range.
Yeah, and we know Jellison's a great offensive presence. We need him to be a good defensive anchor here, though.
And that's the key. He has to be both. 10 points, 10 rebounds a game. That's what he can really be for this team. Near side, beautiful pick pass there from Casey. Now up top, it's Joey Gabriel. Out wide again. Roberts is 3. Just a bit shy, and it's poked out of bounds. Last touch in Canfield. It's going to go off of Sheena. And here come a few changes for Canfield. It's going to be Gabriel out of the game as Seacrest, the junior, subs in for the first time. 4:12 on the clock in the opening frame. Canfield up by 2. A strong start for them, but of course Alliance, this is their home. They will control the tempo unless this game gets out of hand.
Yeah, they will, and they're a very, very good team. That can't happen.
You got to avoid those little mistakes, as that little mistake could become very costly. It is possession Canfield.
Yeah, that's one of those that you can't let happen in a game that you know is going to be tight.
This could be another overtime game in this building. Those other 2 big games that we mentioned pregame, Canfield and McKinley, or not Canfield, rather McKinley and Massillon, excuse me. Both games did go to overtime, but Canfield, they don't want that to happen as there's another corner 3. This time it's Seacrest off the bench.
Yeah, they're feeling like Peter Griffin right now.
All those corner 3s, a strong start for the Cardinals, up by 5. KB, a 3 to match, is airballed again. His second airball 3 of the first quarter.
Just his arm swings coming. He's getting a little bit to the left hip, trying to come back around, and he's pushing the ball thin. That means it's coming off of his thumb and kind of that padding of your thumb area, and it pushes it to the right.
Really a tough break all the way around. And it looks like we do have a break already over in Cleveland. We'll get a score update from Julian Ampado here in a few moments. 3:20 on the clock in the opening frame. That pass is well out of play. Couldn't pick up Seacrest in the corner. And it's a 10-0 run for Padua in 2 minutes.
Oh, my.
Well, back to the action here, I guess.
Man, that is brutal so far for Holy Name.
So combined between the last game, currently it's 28-1 Padua in the first quarter this year.
Jeez.
Absurd. Woods in the game for the first time. His mid-range rolls out. And there's the strong rebound in the paint by Jace Ricardo. Canfield averaging 60.9 points per game. Just 7 shy of the Aviators' 67.8. Sheena plays it back out wide, and Ricardo will reset. So far, 4 baskets from 4 different Cardinals. And for Alliance, 2 baskets from 2 different Aviators. No repeat offenders yet tonight. Roberts pokes it wide, able to pick up Sheena. Or rather, that's going to be Ricardo. And now it's out of bounds, last touching Parker Woods. But there is a lot of pressure on that far side.
Oh, yeah, it's the offensive scheme they're playing is really interesting, how they're trying to run a lot of high sets starting from outside the logos.
And, of course, that student section, whether it be here or on the road, they travel well and they show up at home quite well.
Yeah, they're getting real loud. They were in Ricardo's ear that whole time.
Brisker pokes that one away from Gabriel, now Coffin cornered, and it's going to go out of bounds. And there is a timeout called by Coach Vlakovic. That's a smart timeout right there. You're stuck in the corner on that tip. But yet again, Cash Brisker, he has been such a big impact guy off the bench. Earlier this season, KB missed 1 game. Who stepped up off the bench to start? It was Cash Brisker.
Yeah, and he looked phenomenal. We had conversations briefly about him maybe getting a couple starts here and there just as the off-ball guard maybe.
And on our end, he won player of the game.
Yeah, he's done a great job. I love him as a player.
Such a fun guy to watch, and he'll be one of the key guys to look at next year. You graduate 8 seniors. For the year that you have them, it's great. You have so much experience. Then the next year, you're thinking, okay, who's stepping up?
Yeah, I mean, you look at that on the biggest stages, especially in scholastic sports, college basketball, not so much because
that's the worst example, as it's usually one and done guys.
But I was thinking more college football, but I think it's enough football since Super Bowl's over.
I would say baseball too. That's really just 4-year guys. And of course, baseball season starting today. Should be a fun campaign start to finish all the way around. Excited to see how that plays out. Back to the action. Shovel pass down low. The drive from Casey back up. It's Ricardo. Just a bit shy and no good off the iron. And it's going to tip out of bounds. Last touching the Cardinals. Sechrist, the last man to get a hand on it.
Speaking of baseball starting today, Canfield guy Ben Slanker did a phenomenal job in a Louisville debut with going 2 for 3 with a double to get an RBI and a bomb.
And of course, last year you had Bettishields doing his thing in the tournament.
Yeah, he did a great job for Arkansas.
10-5 Alliance down by 5. Corner 3 for Parker Woods. Well shy off the face of Sheena. And there's the foul on the Aviators. But again, the 3-point shooting, it's well off kilter.
Yeah, they're struggling so far. It just looks like their arm swing coming upwards has been a little bit out of rhythm for KB and Parker.
And that goes back to not playing the actual moment itself. It's about playing the game. We go back to our interviews with Rowan Baseball. Their head coach, they basically dominated the region. They said, we're playing the game, not the occasion. And that has really stuck with me in any interview I've done, trying to ask a question along those lines, as it's true, and we're seeing it somewhat on display tonight.
Yeah.
And there's the steal for Brisker along with Sears, and it's taken right back by Casey. Canfield and the Aviators trading turnovers. Here come the Cardinals. Casey up and down with it, keeps it alive. Back out wide, Sheena to the wing. Gabriel pumps, and there's the travel. And that's one right behind that student section. They're not going to let you live that one down.
No, they're getting loud in his ear as soon as he caught the ball over there.
And we'll toss it over to them. Pretty much no empty seats. You got to love it.
Yeah, it's packed out over there.
This is what we want to see on a Friday night. Friday the 13th, no less. A minute 15 on the clock in the opening frame. Hayes tries going top. It's miscommunication. Woods goes the wrong way. Here comes Casey and the Cardinals up the other end. Roberts pumping in the wing. Jackson finally getting out there to apply some pressure. It's still Roberts in the double team. No foul called, but Sechrist puts it back. How in the heck was that not a foul?
I have absolutely zero clue.
But 12-5, Canfield up by 7. Alliance back to needing answers. J.R. Jackson, far side, Brisker. And there is another travel. You can hear that squeak from up here.
Yeah, it's a tough one. Just a little bit of a shoe slide.
What's been the biggest issue so far, do you think?
Self-inflicted wounds by both teams.
As well as score update from Holy Name Padua, 14-3 Padua. A strong start for the Bruins over as well on SmeeSports. 35 seconds left to go in the first. Gabriel Casey to the corner. Sechrist can't get it to fall, and it's J.R. Jackson with the rebound, and he is on his horse. J.R. tripped up in transition, and there's foul number 3 of the quarter on Canfield.
Yeah, he's so tough to guard in transition because he's so quick with the ball. You always hear, guys are fast, but how fast are they with the ball? What's their ball speed? Like Russell Westbrook and John Wall were great examples of those. They could just take off with the ball. It didn't matter if they had the ball in their hand. They were still so quick.
26-2 on the clock in the opening frame. It's Sam Hayes. Still only 2 baskets for the Aviators, a 3 for J.R. Jackson, and a 2 for Cam Burton. Woods trying to find some space. His step back 3 is good. It's the transfer from Marlington, knocking it down.
I love it. You got the height advantage. Take it.
Averaging 9.9 points per game this season. There's the double team, and a foul is called on Brisker. Or rather, it's going to be on Sears. You can't go behind. I like the idea they're creating that contact. You have to initiate it from in front. You can't go behind.
Yeah. He's saying, listen, I had my hands on the ball.
I understand Valentine's Day is tomorrow, but now is not the time for Valentine's.
But I say, the ref with the amazing man bun is saying, listen, you're hugging him, though.
And he's exactly right with that call. 4.4 on the clock. Roberts to the corner. At the buzzer, Ricardo can't get it to go, and that's the first quarter. What a job there, though, by Braylon Sears, knocking it out of the paint, leaving no doubt through 8 minutes. But Canfield making the 30-minute trip in from Youngstown. Happy so far, up 12-8 on Alliance, as you are watching OHSAA basketball in partnership with Spectrum Channel 1022 Alliance.
With 8 years of real estate experience and deep roots in Alliance, Heather Prince is more than just your local realtor. She's a proud graduate of Alliance High School and the University of Mount Union. She is also a lifelong supporter of her community. As a dedicated Homes for Heroes affiliate, Heather is honored to give back to those who serve. Teachers, healthcare professionals, firefighters, and EMTs, along with law enforcement who buy or sell a home with Heather, will receive a special reward check after closing. A heartfelt thank you for their service. Local, loyal, here for our heroes. Thinking of making a move? Contact Heather today. Heather Prince with Howard Hanna Real Estate Services, your hometown real estate experts.
Having foot or ankle pain? Ingrown toenail giving you trouble? Are your toenails showing discoloration? Diabetic foot concerns, or just general foot and ankle questions? If so, you have come to the right place. Contact us at Alliance and Salem Foot and Ankle Clinics. We want you to be walking, running, jumping, and living the lifestyle you want to. We look forward to helping you get back on your feet. Alliance and Salem Foot and Ankle Clinics, putting pep back in your step.
It's Canfield up by 4 on SmeeSports. Second quarter about to get underway as you are watching the OHSAA in partnership with Spectrum Channel 1022 Alliance. So far, a strong start for Canfield. How does Alliance break out of the skid?
They just got to hit their open shots. I mean, they've had a couple open chances, and they haven't been able to hit them.
That's the key. Make the most of the chances that you get, especially against a defense that allows only 53 points per game. But Canfield's defense slightly better, only allowing 47. So 2 strong defensive sides out here on display tonight. It's Furco top, matched up with Sears. Out wide, Roberts, his 3. Just too long. And there's the rebound for Parker Woods. And he is going to get fouled on the end of it. But a key thing to look at down below, you have to communicate going up for those rebounds. You can't nearly get a jump ball between 2 of your own guys.
Yeah, that can't happen. And I agree with the foul call there as Ricardo was trying to pull Parker Woods back towards him as he got away from it.
You got to be careful all the way around. It's going to be a very close game when it's all said and done, Bryce. This one, if you ask me right now, will end up with free throws. Woods in the corner, 7:10 on the clock in the first half. It's Jackson driving in. The mid-range for Sears. Just a bit shy. Woods fights for the rebound, and he can't get it. It's out of bounds and possession Canfield.
Yeah, I think Parker needed to take that mismatch. He had the size advantage. He just got to take it.
And if you're Canfield, you will welcome that any day of the week. Right now, Alliance is playing perfectly into your hands.
Yes.
It's Gabriel. Out wide, a perfect give and go to the corner. Wide open Roberts. Rolls it out. And there's the rebound for Furco. Another chance for the Cardinals. It's Gabriel again, driving on Jackson, creates contact, no foul, and it's a strong board for the 6'7" junior, Sam Hayes. You just can't beat that.
No,
Jackson, a rare mistake in the corner, nearly throwing that one out of bounds. Fighting inside, there's the elbow, no foul called. His mid-range, not gonna be there. That looked like a clear elbow flare to me.
I thought it was, but he got away with that.
Roberts in transition, draws the foul on the baseline, and that'll be the first of the quarter on Alliance.
Is that going on 0 cash?
I believe so. And there it is, officially added on.
It's not a terrible one, having a bench guy pick up his first foul.
But he is a guy that will really have to play some key minutes, especially in the third quarter. You got to get some guys some rest at some point. Here's a drive, and there's the foul before it. Are they saying jump ball?
Wow.
It's going to be a jump ball. Once again, Coach Vlakovic not too happy, and I don't blame him.
No, he's furious.
That looked like a foul as Ricardo tried taking that shot.
I thought it definitely was. I don't understand where the jump ball came in.
So 6:05 on the clock in the first half. Still no score in the second quarter. Defense reigning supreme. Maybe as we expected. Jackson, step back from the elbow is good. And that is our first repeat scorer tonight for the Aviators. Only our second repeat scorer combined. Seacrest off the bench is the other for Canfield. Crazy to think that. Shot well shy, rebound Woods. And Alliance is back in it. Up the floor, Hayes gets it down low. J.R. Jackson, no shot, it's an offensive foul. I said it pregame, if you're going to try and draw the charge, completely commit to it. They did it right there, and it works out perfectly.
Yeah, there's a lot of talk between these refs right now and Canfield side. I feel like this one's going to get a little bit chippy with the refs tonight.
It most likely will. The scoreboard still says 12-12. I'm sure that will be fixed at some point. It's going to be 12-10 Canfield. Seacrest has it picked away, but it's out of bounds. Last touching Sam Hayes.
Yeah, I think Coach is saying something about it now.
You have to say something. And there it is officially. You can kind of see that wave off. On our end, we knew that was not going to be a basket that counts.
Yeah. I think they're just clearing it up now. Scorebook is officially changing it, so there it goes on the scoreboard. They got it.
Once again, score update from over at Padua Franciscan. I believe it's 20-8, so getting a little bit closer there. Or 26-8, rather.
Yeah, that's closer-ish.
It's a long game for Holy Name. They do have, of course, a tough time in that first quarter. Back on the inbound. It's out of bounds off of Hayes. Just way too long on the pass.
Yeah, I'm not exactly sure what they were trying to do there.
A very interesting second quarter so far. Only one basket, and it's for the Aviators. 12-10 Canfield hanging on up by 2.
Yeah, now you have your big man come up the court.
Alliance, they wanted to travel, not going to get it. Furco finding space, driving through the defense with ease, but the layup won't go. And Woods will take it just in front of his bench. And I think he stepped out of bounds with it too.
Yeah, I think as he planted to go back, his foot stepped out of bounds.
Coach Harper not happy with that one. And some kind of colorful words on the far side that we're not going to repeat.
I don't think they're colorful. I think it's mostly brown.
Something along those lines. Beautiful inbound pass, beautiful shovel, and the bank will open. It's Shino putting it away, but that's how you play it. Quick on the inbound. And it's Canfield back up by 4. Burton behind, picks up J.R. Jackson. 4:45 on the clock until halftime. Woods thought about that 3, will take his time, now takes it. Can't get it to go, sears the board. Another chance for the Aviators. Same results. And it's Sheena the rebound.
Need Sam Hayes to go up strong there. Got a little bit soft, tried to do a baby hook.
You got to know your height, and you got to know how to play with it properly. He does that so well with this Canfield team. Their physicality, too much to overcome so far, as there's the interception from Parker Woods. Excellent physicality on the steal for the Aviators. Their offense trying to get back at it. And they will. A beautiful swish from Parker Woods.
That was a great move.
He now has 5 and one of his best shots of the season. We saw it early on in that JV game, Bryce. The finishes, clean.
Yeah, no rim, just smooth net.
Sheena over Woods, no good. That was the right play. Either it's going to be a charge or a miss. It's a miss in this case. Now a chance to tie up the game with Sears. Well shy. KB can't get the pocket pick there on Roberts. And Canfield will control.
Yeah, I think Canfield got away with the foul there.
A low-scoring affair here at Harry Field Gymnasium, 14-12. It's Canfield up by 2. And, of course, this will set the table for tomorrow's EBC Championship game at 6. And there is the foul on J.R. Jackson, his first of the night.
Man, they're letting them be real physical.
I believe the lowest scoring game that we have covered here at Harry Field Gymnasium for Alliance was 2019. And that was last year against New Philadelphia. We might be beating it.
Yeah, it's definitely going to be close.
And it's kind of surprising given how strong the Aviators offense has been at times this year.
Yeah, I mean, it's a long game. Their offense could definitely get in rhythm.
Beautiful inbound pass. Roberts down low. Picks up Sechrist, but Brisker takes it clean out of bounds.
Yeah, it was a great poke away.
I don't even know if he used the hand. I think he just kind of slid in there.
I don't know if it was Brisker or Parker Woods, because Parker went for that little wraparound. Could have been him as well.
On the inbound, it's Gabriel, and he is fouled. It's free throws for the first time tonight. And it's going to be Joey Gabriel, the junior, at the free throw line. As we mentioned, a great baseball player as well.
Yeah, very, very good. Part of the big three, I would probably say, at Canfield with Anthony Groner, who's coming back from a little bit of a setback on his arm, but he's still going to be pitching well for the Tops in the summer. And then Ryan Weebling, who's a phenomenal hitter.
Will be a fun team to keep tabs on next year.
They're going to be very, very good. They're going to be right back in the race.
And I think Gabriel, he plays for maybe athletics, as that one's no good.
I don't know where he plays in the summer. I saw him twice.
I think it's athletics.
Okay.
I could be mistaken there. Don't quote me. They played, I think it was an OEB team, and that wouldn't make sense. 3:05 on the clock until halftime. Alliance down by 2. It's Brisker, and there's the foul. It's going to be on Canfield, their second of the quarter. And as well, looking at the foul tally right now, Alliance has no more to give. You got to be careful.
Yeah, you can't let them get into bonus here.
All eyes on this Aviator offense once again, averaging 67 points a game. Right now, barely on pace to get anywhere near 50. At this point, if you ended the first half here, you're on pace for 24. Step back 3, Cam Burton, airballed again. His third airball 3 of the first half. Wow. I have never seen something like this.
That's when you quit shooting for the half, you work off ball, and you play more of a leadership role. Get some shots up during halftime, get into rhythm.
That's what he's going to have to do. In the meantime, Sechrist wide open. Can't knock it down. Pasco the rebound. If you wanted offense, this is not your game. It's Burton going in the lane. Can't get that one to go. Pasco the rebound in stride. And there is foul number 3 on Canfield. But Burton, he went gung-ho right towards the rack.
Yeah, and it was really impressive they hung on to the ball, to be honest. Thought he was going to have it stripped away going through 2 guys.
I think he wanted to try and draw a foul there. Now time is called on the floor. I think they were going to try and sub in, but now the answer is no. Either way, 2.5 on the clock. Nearly picks off Hayes, able to use his physicality, but can't get the basket to go. It's Burton the rebound in the double team, spins out of it, and he gets fouled. So it's free throws for KB.
Wow.
I did not think that he got a shot attempt off before that travel.
I didn't think so either. I thought he was definitely going to get called for a travel.
That's a tough one. It really is. But I think Canfield's whole team and the whole just cohort of fans, they have reason to be upset. But the first of 2, no good for Cam Burton.
Yeah, man,
he does have 2 in the first half, but that came early.
Yeah, he might just need a breather, a mental reset.
As of right now, 26 combined points. They have more combined wins than points in the first half. And that one's no good as well. Let that sink in. 34 combined wins, 26 combined points, as there's the jump ball, and it will favor Alliance. That's a miscue you can't have on the opposite end. And some animosity as they're trying to separate the two. And Joey Gabriel, a very wise man, just puts up his hands. That's all you can do there. You get the ball, you got to just say, you know what? We'll give it back. We're going to take our time here, and we're going to try to find some offense.
Yeah, man, I have no clue why this game's getting chippy. There hasn't really been a ton of nasty fouls. But I love the
obviously,
energy.
we weren't there last year, so if something happened last year, that could be why. Kept alive just on the baseline by Casey. Far side. Somehow it stays in bounds. It's Pasco. It's off the official. Back to Canfield. They still can't get it to go. And it's Cam Burton the rebound. And here he comes all the way up the floor. Brisker down low. Nicholson. We're tied. The scoring drought is over.
Yeah, a little late shove there on Dodge. There's a lot happening right now. This game has gotten extremely energetic quickly.
And Gabriel pokes that one out of bounds. It's off his knee. You think tomorrow night's going to be exciting? Alliance and West Branch. Canfield says, hold on a minute.
Yeah, and it's not even an offensive showing. It's just energy. These guys are playing crazy energetic. Both coaches are fired up. Players are fired up.
As well, score update over at Padua. It's 33-16 Padua. Well, score updates when we can over there as that game as well live on the SmeeSports YouTube channel. Alliance yet to lead tonight. The closest they've been was tied. Burton, Brisker, another travel. Yet again, you could just hear that foot squeaking every single time.
Yeah, he just needs to get the ball down a little bit earlier.
One of the weirdest first halves that we have seen all season. And it's not even close.
It's been bizarre.
Lowest scoring, too. And actually, I take that back. It would have been 38 combined on Tuesday. So our boys basketball games this week, the offense, it's gone. In the corner, Sechrist, his three is good. And the offense is back.
I don't know if I'd say back just yet, but it's appeared.
17-14, Canfield up by 3. If you would have said this is football, you would have fooled me.
Man, it has felt like it so far.
And Cam Burton doing his best Darlene Jada and Izzy Lapp impression, taking his time.
I'll say it feels like we're back at Padua.
1 week ago, saw the same exact thing, but for 2 minutes. Nicholson, his corner three, not going to be there. Sechrist, the strong rebound. He has 8, a game high. He has been so strong tonight. And here comes the offense. Ricardo down low. And the bank will open. It's Ferco. Over Nicholson as well. Canfield up by 5. 15 seconds on the clock in the first half. All eyes on Cam Burton. What can Alliance find just before the break? They will be down through 16 minutes, that is for sure. It's Brisker driving, running out of time at the buzzer. Not going to be there for Cole Pasco, and that's halftime. Alliance averages 67.8 points per game. They have 14 through 16 minutes.
Yeah, man, it has been a straight defensive showing. I don't even know if I'd say it's defensive. It's a lot of self-inflicted wounds on both teams. We're missing open shots, crazy turnovers. I lack words that can put into perspective what we just witnessed. It was some of the worst yet most entertaining basketball we've watched all season.
One of the chippiest games as well, and these guys aren't rivals.
Yeah, it's not like they're nearby. They're bringing the energy tonight.
The energy indeed is here. So is the pep band on the far side. A great job by them, along with our own Cooper Fontaine in that cohort. At the half here at the Harry Fales Gymnasium, it is Canfield 19, Alliance 14, as you are watching OHSAA basketball on SmeeSports in partnership with Spectrum Channel 1022 Alliance.
Homeowners, here's something you'll love. Crown Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing is now offering a free Rooted in Comfort home evaluation. That's right, it's free. Not a sales pitch, real education. We'll walk through your home's mechanical system with you, check indoor air quality, test your water, and answer the questions most homeowners never get clear answers to. All free, all about guidance, not pressure. Give us a call at 330-235-1575. That's 330-235-1575. Rooted in comfort, honest guidance, real solutions. Crown Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing.
With 8 years of real estate experience and deep roots in Alliance, Heather Prince is more than just your local realtor. She's a proud graduate of Alliance High School and the University of Mount Union. She is also a lifelong supporter of her community. As a dedicated Homes for Heroes affiliate, Heather is honored to give back to those who serve. Teachers, healthcare professionals, firefighters, and EMTs, along with law enforcement who buy or sell a home with Heather, will receive a special reward check after closing. A heartfelt thank you for their service. Local, loyal, here for our heroes. Thinking of making a move? Contact Heather today. Heather Prince with Howard Hanna Real Estate Services, your hometown real estate experts.
Homeowners, here's something you'll love. Crown Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing is now offering a free Rooted in Comfort home evaluation. That's right, it's free. Not a sales pitch, real education. We'll walk through your home's mechanical system with you, check indoor air quality, test your water, and answer the questions most homeowners never get clear answers to. All free, all about guidance, not pressure. Give us a call at 330-235-1575. That's 330-235-1575. Rooted in Comfort, honest guidance, real solutions, Crown Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing. Having foot or ankle pain? Ingrown toenail giving you trouble? Are your toenails showing discoloration? Diabetic foot concerns, or just general foot and ankle questions? If so, you have come to the right place. Contact us at Alliance and Salem Foot and Ankle Clinics. We want you to be walking, running, jumping, and living the lifestyle you want to. We look forward to helping you get back on your feet. Alliance and Salem Foot and Ankle Clinics, putting pep back in your step.
Before we get back to the action, if you or someone you know is a business owner looking to sponsor broadcasts in the Cleveland or Stark County area, contact us at one of those avenues on your screen. And I would love to work out a deal with you to promote the best of your business and your brand. Thank you to all of our advertisers, along with Spectrum Channel 1022 Alliance, for making tonight's telecast possible. At the half, 19-14. Not much offense to speak of tonight, Bryce.
Yeah, it's been a very, very slow game. There's been a lot of chirping at the refs. There's been a lot going on, honestly. It's been a crazy game so far.
As well, score update from over at Padua Franciscan High School. 37-18, Padua up at the half. No surprise there, Padua, a very, very strong team. That game as well over on the SmeeSports YouTube channel that you can check out once we are done. But we are back to the action. 16 minutes left to play in regulation. It is Alliance basketball to get things underway. And here come the chants from the Canfield student section. Woods, his mid-range to open up the half, not going to be there. Gabriel keeps it alive, and Canfield takes back possession.
Yeah, really good job to keep that one alive from Gabriel.
He has just had such a great game in the starting lineup tonight. He has 2 points, but a whole lot of off-ball involvements. A near catastrophic mistake in the backcourt leads to offense, but not going to be a basket. Ricardo can't get it to fly in. Here comes Sam Hayes up the other end. His Euro, his finish, both off kilter, and it's Woods the rebound. Both sides struggling immensely so far tonight offensively, and that has continued into the second half.
Yeah.
Jackson, far side.
It's been really rough offensively. We need some guys to hit some shots, especially KB.
Pasco down low, it's J.R. Jackson. He will fight his way inside the strong way, and it's a charge. And that'll wipe off what otherwise would have been a basket that made it a 3-possession game.
So I enjoy seeing charges get called. I think it's a great team play to take them, but I think there was a little bit extra put on that.
And I would have to agree. I honestly thought, though, that was a charge, and clearly the basketball does too.
Yeah.
So back the other way, Alliance basketball. The offense, once again, somebody has to step up, but how do you do it other than, okay, simply, you got to knock down a shot?
Maybe just try to get inside the paint, try to force some action, try to force them to be a little bit more physical down low.
6:50 on the clock here in the third. Burton. So far, 2 points for him. Beautiful kick out. It's Sam Hayes in the corner, and he knocks it down. Perfectly drawn up by the Aviator offense. Sam Hayes is on the board.
I like that one a lot. Get the mismatch with KB. He gets by on the first step, kick it out.
And this one's thrown out of bounds right back to the Aviators. Sam Hayes, a really big salvo from the near corner.
Yeah, it was a great shot. I really like that, where you get the mismatch. You know they're going to be switching. KB's so quick, he's going to beat him on that first step. Then when the help defender crashes, you got your wide open man.
And we'll see if they try and draw that up again here. If not, go inside. Once again, Alliance has only been tied with Canfield. They are yet to lead tonight. Jackson thought about that step back three. Instead, will set up the offense. Cam Burton. Now Parker Woods and back top for KB. 19-17 here in the third. It's Hayes. Back top again for Pasco. Alliance working very methodically. Now Woods again.
Hayes got a mismatch here. He's got size. Get him down low.
Alliance not really driving all too much tonight. But this time they will. It's Jackson in the lane, and we're tied at 19.
That works just as well, though.
A 5-0 run to begin the second half for Alliance. And if you're Canfield, you have to find an answer. It's Gabriel. Now near side, Roberts, an open three. He knocks it down. Canfield able to respond immediately. The lone starter returning from last year is on the board with his first baskets.
Yeah, beautiful stroke there.
Burton driving down low. His shot off the window too strong. And there is the rebound from Sheena. Canfield back the other way up by 3, trying to extend the lead again. Gabriel out wide, tries to find Roberts, but Cam Burton knocks it out of bounds.
Listen, you just had the poor shot from KB. I love him getting back on defense, though, fighting to make some impacts.
And if you're Cam Burton, as you said in that first half, this is going to be more of a defensive and off-ball second half than his first half was offensively.
Yeah, find ways to contribute in different parts of the game other than offense.
It's Roberts, 5:10 on the clock. He will drive, clean lane, and the basket is good. All 5 of his points have come well in a row.
Yeah, it's interesting. When they want to drive, they usually drop somebody out to near the timeline.
Try to get somebody to bite. It's Woods, far side, Cam Burton. From the key, kick out, corner. Sam Hayes' 3. Just can't get it to go, nearly in, but Woods puts it away. A strong recovery by the Alliance offense down low. Parker Woods now with 7.
Yeah, he's doing a really good job understanding where the rebounds are going to, getting the tips when he needs to be there.
The second half, a lot of extra offense as there is some defense now. It's Cam Burton, the interception. He takes it all the way and gets the finish. KB now with 4, and it's back to a 1-point game. And Alliance thought that they were going to get the and 1. That time around, not quite.
No, I didn't think he was going to get it, but I love the energy that he's bringing now.
Ricardo at the timeline. There's a double team running out of time. And there is a timeout called by Canfield. They have to talk things over. 4:06 on the clock here in the third. It's Canfield hanging on up 24-23 on the Alliance Aviators.
With 8 years of real estate experience and deep roots in Alliance, Heather Prince is more than just your local realtor. She's a proud graduate of Alliance High School and the University of Mount Union. She is also a lifelong supporter of her community. As a dedicated Homes for Heroes affiliate, Heather is honored to give back to those who serve. Teachers, healthcare professionals, firefighters, and EMTs, along with law enforcement who buy or sell a home with Heather, will receive a special reward check after closing. A heartfelt thank you for their service. Local, loyal, here for our heroes. Thinking of making a move? Contact Heather today. Heather Prince with Howard Hanna Real Estate Services, your hometown real estate experts.
4:06 on the clock in the third. Canfield up by 1 as you are watching OHSAA basketball on SmeeSports in partnership with Spectrum Channel 1022 Alliance. Back to the action. Sechrist goes far side. Now up top for Roberts. Canfield trying to work on the perimeter. Both timeouts today called by Canfield. But as well, they are yet to trail. Roberts again in the corner. Sechrist driving. And they will well more than reset.
The way they use this deep man is so interesting to me.
It's Casey this time, driving at the free throw line. Back out wide, Sheena. Now Roberts, he makes his move. Far side, Sheena, open in the corner. He knocks it down. Sheena now with 7, and Canfield is back up by 4.
Like, you kind of have to play press on them because you know that they're attempting to drive it. It's so hard.
A deep 2 for JR, and he gets it.
It's so hard to guard them that far out. You're on an island. And as soon as they blow by, you have to rely on the help, and then somebody's open.
It's essentially ISO.
Yeah.
You draw everybody out of position, and then from there, you get some mismatches. And that's the key. Ricardo to the corner, Sheena. 2:50 on the clock in the third. Canfield up by 2. Sechrist able to palm that one with the rights. No more mistakes. Ricardo drives to the corner. Sechrist wide open. Rolls in and out. And it will go to the Aviators.
Wow.
They're going to say at last touch the Canfield Cardinals. If you're Alliance, you can't mess up this opportunity again. You've had so many tonight. Tie the game, take the lead. You got to do it here.
Yeah.
These Cardinals, if you toy with them, they're going to find a way to win.
It's got to be right now.
It's Burton. 27-25. Alliance down by 2. It's Woods for the lead. Well, shy, but Jackson picks it up. Can't tie it, though. Rebound, Sheena. Couldn't get the no-look under the basket. Layup to go. And here come the Cardinals again, trying to get that cushion restored. It's Sheena. Back out wide. Ricardo, he will take his time. And now everybody's out wide on an island. Pretty much nobody in the paint. Sechrist picks up Roberts over Woods. Well shy on the attempt. JR picks it up, but Roberts gets it right back and takes the 2.
Yeah, I'm not sure how exactly I would guard this because it's so difficult to defend this. They're basically forcing you to play a fast break defense.
1:35 on the clock in the third. Still a close game, but Canfield, they have done a nice job not really allowing anything from the Aviators. They get close. They can tie it up. They just can't find that lead yet. Another 3 for Sam Hayes. This one shy off the front iron, and it's Ricardo the rebound. Canfield off to the races. Sechrist, and he will pick up his man on an island. This time it's going to be Ricardo. And Ricardo able to get leverage on Pasco. Out wide, Sheena. Some space, now down low, Sechrist, and it works out perfectly. This is one of the weirdest offensive setups that we've seen all season, but maybe the most efficient.
It's very, very effective. I'm curious to see what they would do if they didn't step up to him out there.
Cam Burton well downtown. It's off the front iron, picked up by J.R. Jackson. Another chance for the Aviators, down by 6. Running out of time in this third quarter. 40 seconds on the clock. It's Cam Burton again. Top for J.R. Jackson from the logo. Can't get it to go. And it's Woods the rebound. A third chance for Alliance. This time they go for the 2, and they get it.
Really good job from Parker there.
And here is the timeout called by Coach Harper. He wants to talk things over. 2 long threes, 2 offensive rebounds, and they find a way to score.
Yeah, that's the resilience and energy you need. You got to keep bringing this effort if you're Alliance. And I think you might just not press up on them here. If they're going to take it out on that island, I'm just saying in the middle third of the court, you let them hang out there. They're going to have to come to you eventually. I mean, if they want to take a 45-foot 3, I'd probably let them.
At this point in the game, you most likely would.
Like, I can't imagine they've got anyone shooting 80% from 45 feet away.
I don't even know if Curry could.
I don't know. He's a different beast.
He might be able to.
But it would be wildly impressive.
Looking at our broadcast schedule over the next couple of days, tomorrow night it's Valentine's Day. No better place to spend it than here on SmeeSports at 6 p.m. It is Alliance and West Branch for the Eastern Buckeye Conference Championship. Join myself and Matt Toth on the call for that one. Then next Thursday on the 19th, it's a fun one. Marlington, Cleveland Central, girls basketball in the OHSAA tournaments. Back from the timeout, Ricardo to the wing. It's Sheena, and he knocks it down. 10 points on the night for Landon Sheena, his second 3. Now 34-27 on the other end. Crash Brisker can't get it to go. That would have been big for Alliance. Instead, it's free throws.
Yeah.
Only the second foul of this third quarter.
I'm trying to hear what Canfield's coach is yelling about. I think he wants it on the ground. I don't think he's saying that he wasn't going up yet.
First of two is good for Cash Brisker. And believe it or not, that is the game's first made free throw.
Wow.
Otherwise, before that, 0 for 4.
Good golly, Miss Molly. That's incredible.
Second one, no good. Jellison keeps it alive, but right back to Ricardo. A chance at the buzzer. Well shy, and that's the third quarter. Canfield keeping their cushion up by 6. 34-28 your score. 8 minutes left to go in regulation. We will step aside here on the SmeeSports YouTube channel.
Homeowners, here's something you'll love. Crown Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing is now offering a free Rooted in Comfort home evaluation. That's right, it's free. Not a sales pitch, real education. We'll walk through your home's mechanical system with you, check indoor air quality, test your water, and answer the questions most homeowners never get clear answers to. All free, all about guidance, not pressure. Give us a call at 330-235-1575. That's 330-235-1575. Rooted in Comfort, honest guidance, real solutions. Crown Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing.
Once again, a wonderful job by the Pep Band tonight. They have done an outstanding job, whether it be with the anthem or just during our intermissions. Shout out to them. Through 3, it's Canfield up 34-28 on Alliance as you are watching OHSAA basketball on SmeeSports in partnership with Spectrum Channel 1022 Alliance. I am Nathan Smee. Alongside me tonight, Bryce Fisher. Low scoring, no scoring, whole lot of defense.
Yeah, it's been a very, very heavy defensive battle.
8 minutes left to go. Second to last home game of the season in the regular season for Alliance. The last one tomorrow night, a massive contest against the West Branch Warriors. But all eyes right here. Furco, he loses it up to J.R. Jackson. Only Roberts to beat. He does, and he gets fouled. It'll be free throws again for the Aviators, this time J.R. Jackson.
Really good job there to trap him, force a bad pass, kicks off of Cash's leg, I believe. Cash hits the outlet pass.
So here comes J.R. Jackson to the charity stripe. 2 opportunities to make it a 4-point game. And that'll make it 5, so one step closer. What's your magic number as this game is looking eerily similar to Alliance McKinley?
Man, I don't know. I'd probably go with 55 right now.
Jackson's second is good.
Not even, maybe 45.
I would say 45 right now. J.R. Jackson, a game-high 13 points. Canfield, 2 players in double figures. It's Sheena and it's Seacrest. Both have 10. Roberts to the corner. Seacrest, his 3, rolls in and out. And J.R. Jackson keeps it in play. A nice move down low by the Aviators, set up by Sears. Here comes J.R. Jackson in traffic, cleanly blocked by Seacrest.
Really good job from Seacrest there, coming on the help to get the block from behind.
Distracted in the front, no time to adjust. Sheena in the corner, 7:05 on the clock. It's Casey, down low, Seacrest wide open, and it's an easy 2 for Canfield.
Tried the trap, somebody's gonna be open.
Back up to a 6-point lead for Canfield. What a strong game for them tonight.
Yeah, they've played a heck of a game.
It's Brisker, 6:45 on the clock in regulation. Cash spinning inside, creating space. There's the foul, and it'll be free throws again for the Aviators. And this might be their method.
Yeah, this is going to be a good method. I like how physical they're getting, how they're fighting down low. They're doing a great job.
I would have to agree. As well, score update from Padua, 55-24 Padua, 1:30 on the clock in the third. First one good for Cash Brisker. So we are back well in front of that broadcast.
They're doing a good job over there in Parma.
We'll have to go and watch it back to make sure. But I am pretty sure they are.
I believe in them.
I have full confidence in Cam. Congratulations as well to him making his SmeeSports play-by-play debut. He is the first person not named, well, me, to call a game as play-by-play here on SmeeSports. So excited for him. Glad to give him that opportunity. Brisker makes both, but we'll talk more about him later as he's earned that opportunity from day one. A 4-point game, 36-32. Sheena wide open. It's too strong, and it's Jellison the rebound. And nearly taken right back.
Almost a miscommunication. That would have been bad.
We saw that a lot in the opening frame on behalf of Alliance's offense. They got to fix that here down the stretch. It's Woods spinning inside, takes it himself over Sechrist, and is blocked again. It's out of bounds off of Canfield. They can't believe it, but Sechrist down low and enforcer.
Yeah, he's doing a great job. Couple of blocks in this game so far. I'm kind of on Canfield's side there. I thought Parker swiped at it at the end. I saw the ball spin.
Maybe a free possession here for Alliance. They got to do something with it. From the free throw line, Jackson banks it in. It's back to a 2-point game. Canfield hanging on, but they know how to put their foot back on the gas. They got to do it again here. Ricardo, beautiful pass near side, picks up Roberts, but it's Brisker the steal. Alliance, another chance to tie it up or take the lead for the first time tonight. It's Woods, coast to coast. Parker spinning in the paint, gets space, and airballs the shots. And we'll see what they call the foul as. It's going to be a push, but I think they're going to say it's on the floor, which I do like. He spun after the whistle.
I think he was trying to go for the fadeaway, so I don't. That's a tough one.
But then again, you can make that case with any shot. Hey, I was stumbling into a fadeaway there.
Yeah.
It's a slippery slope if you call it.
I don't disagree, but knowing Parker, how often he likes to hit that pound dribble fade.
Once again, devil's advocate, you can't call it based on a player. You have to call it based on the rules.
I agree. I 100% agree.
5:25 on the clock in regulation. Alliance down by 2. It's Brisker at the top, calling out Gabriel. Brisker thought about that three. To the wing. Nicholson, he fakes. And back up to Cash. That bench was ready for Tajay. But they will have to wait. Brisker again makes his move. Has Sears in the corner instead. Takes it himself. And we're tied at 36.
That's a tough shot with the hand in the face.
A tough call to take that shot opposed to pass, too.
Yeah.
He made the right one. And the honors are even for the first time in a while. Casey running for his life. Picks up Furco. Now up the floor, Ricardo poked away, and there's the foul on J.R. Jackson. That'll be his second.
Man, that's real close.
Or rather his third, excuse me.
Yeah, that's real close.
He really has to be careful as well. Through 3 at Padua, it's 57-26 Padua on top. On the inbound, it's Furco in the corner. 4:44 left to go, and there is J.R. Jackson. He had a piece in stride, just couldn't bring it back in, and Canfield will reset.
Yeah, just kicked off a little bit too far. Almost had it, though.
That's just the athlete and the hustler he is. He doesn't want anything below perfection.
Yeah, that's what you need if you want to win.
He has been so fun to watch, not only this year, but last year, and in a heartbreaking game for me against Holy Name 2 years ago. But still, he has always been an ultimate competitor and will be at Walsh. He goes into that great environment. He is going to be the next big guy from NEO basketball to take that team by storm. Sheena back out wide. Ricardo resets, and they will slow down the tempo for a second. Ricardo now drives in the lane, and the bank will open. Canfield back on top. Chase Ricardo now with 5. And here comes J.R. Jackson. He wants it himself. He will spin inside to tie it up again. It's good. J.R. Jackson, a clean fadeaway jumper.
Yeah, J.R. Jackson's a bad man.
A game-high 17 for J.R. 38 all your score. Casey, far side, picks up Gabriel. He will slip, and it goes the other way. Just lost his footing in the end, and it's Alliance basketball.
Wow.
And I want to say shout out Cam Cagna, one of our camera operators. Left his post, got the basketball back to the official. Top 10 respect moments for the officials, I guess.
Yeah, if only he wasn't wearing a Drake May shirt.
I'm a Seahawks fan. We won the game. That's all that matters to me.
I just don't like the Patriots.
Seahawks fan then, at least as of last Sunday?
Yeah, I was.
Good answer. 3:35 left to play in regulation. 38 all. Is 32 enough to contain this game?
I don't. It's going to be close.
Two of the best teams, though, in Division III. This could be a rematch eventually.
It's going to be a paddle situation.
Could be.
This is absolutely electric.
What do you think about it now?
Being on the call rather than being on the camera, I think it's one of the weirdest game plans I've ever seen.
And that starts the countdown. Brisker has to move. He will drive for the lead. Can't get it to go. He gets his own miss. Another chance for the Aviators. It's Jackson keeping it alive. Alliance resets and will do it again. 2:40 left to play in regulation. This is going to be a very interesting finish tonight at Harry Fales Gymnasium. Canfield, 3 timeouts left. Alliance, they have 4.
Just give him an ISO, I think.
What says J.R. Jackson, and what says this Alliance Aviator offense? Behind him, this is our year, seniors. Is it their night? That's the bigger question. Once again, it's West Branch tomorrow for the conference crown. But tonight, this is for some major playoff points. 2:05 left to play. Brisker fakes him out, and he will reset. They're doing it again.
Yeah.
Here he comes. Brisker drives to the corner. It's Braylon Sears. Can't get it to go. Rebound Seacrest. The gamble doesn't pay off. Canfield gets the ball right back. And here is the timeout called by Coach Vlakovic. That was the shot. You had to knock it down, but it's tied 38 all. And we will step aside. A full timeout call by the Cardinals. Buckle up. Honors even on SmeeSports.
Having foot or ankle pain? Ingrown toenail giving you trouble? Are your toenails showing discoloration? Diabetic foot concerns, or just general foot and ankle questions? If so, you have come to the right place. Contact us at Alliance and Salem Foot and Ankle Clinics. We want you to be walking, running, jumping, and living the lifestyle you want to. We look forward to helping you get back on your feet. Alliance and Salem Foot and Ankle Clinics, putting pep back in your step.
What a game here tonight at Harry Fales Gymnasium on senior night, no less, Bryce. 38 all. Alliance is yet to lead in this game. How absurd is that stat?
That's actually crazy to think about. For how potent Alliance's offense is, I can't believe they haven't been able to squeak a lead here.
These teams average 60-plus points. 45 might be enough to win tonight.
Man, it might just be 40.
Next basket, question mark?
They very well could be.
And there they are again, the pep band doing an excellent job on the far side. Once again, shout out Cooper Fontaine. You want to know which one he is? Check the guy in there who is not wearing the light blue.
It's the one who's doing really bad in the
No, he's doing good. He's doing really good. Roberts out wide for the lead. Ricardo can't knock it down. Rebound Sheena. And Canfield gets another chance. Casey to the corner. Seacrest can't get it to go either. Sheena the rebound. Another chance. Ricardo, he will drive on Jackson. He will skate. No foul called. 1:20 on the clock. A lot of pressure right now on both sides. Roberts down low. Seacrest, he's got it. Canfield back on top.
There's a lot of bold calls.
And Alliance will have to answer. No shot called. And it's going to be a foul on number 3. That's Colin Casey. For what exactly?
I have absolutely zero clue.
Looking at the fouls, though, not many more to give. No more exactly. And it's an and one for J.R. Jackson. That's the 5th foul on Canfield. And now, all eyes on J.R. A chance to give the Aviators a late lead. He has 19 on his senior night.
Yeah, I mean, that was incredible. He got bear hugged, and he still fought through it and was able to finish that.
Can he knock it down? That's the question. 40-40. This one is shaping up to have one of the best finishes that we have seen all season.
It's going to be a good one.
Can JR do it? Yes. Alliance on top by 1. Timeout called. 41-40. The Aviators, just like that, have flipped the script.
Yeah, and in a very physical manner, which we said was probably going to be their downfall in this game. We thought that Canfield was going to out-physical them. They said no. We could play a physical brand of basketball too, and for JR, who's not the biggest man, he battled through that there.
He finds a way. He always finds a way. Once again, we're back here tomorrow night for Alliance's final home game of the regular season as the West Branch Warriors come into town for the Eastern Buckeye Conference Championship game. Join us at 6 p.m. live here on the SmeeSports YouTube channel. And then again next Thursday over at Marlington High School. It is an OHSAA tournament game as the Dukes welcome in Cleveland Central Catholic.
It's going to be a good one.
And then I'm off to St. Louis for a couple of days. And then when we return after that, 2 weeks from tomorrow, Bryce, join us at 12 p.m. for a 1 p.m. first pitch. That's right, it's baseball season again. The SmeeSports pregame show gets us ready for Tri-C and Bay College baseball.
Yeah, I'm excited. I'm really excited to see Jay Bowles, see
Pat.
Yeah, I'm not going to say his nickname. That's what I was kind of thinking.
We're saving that for Tri-C baseball.
All right.
And then Brock as well, of course. Nash Striker doing a great job. Nate Hill, same thing.
Yep.
It'll be a fun group to watch. But a minute left to play in regulation. Alliance up by 1. Here comes Roberts for the Canfield Cardinals. The Cardinals 17-2. Alliance 17-2. And there is the timeout called. But did he step out of bounds? Hold on a minute.
Wow.
And they point in favor of Alliance. They don't get the timeout, and the Aviators get a stop. Is that the decision?
I have absolutely no clue.
We're going to see here. It's going to be a 30-second timeout, and I think Alliance, they want an explanation as to what happened.
I think they're debating.
And now it's a full timeout. They've extended it. I thought he called timeout in stride.
Oh, I see what they're. Okay.
What is it?
It's where the ball's being placed. They don't want it on the sideline. They want it on the baseline.
I was about to say, hold on a minute, which once again, given where Gabriel's foot was, that could have been a massive mistake.
Yeah. I'm not going to lie, though. I didn't like the play that he drew up because he didn't draw up a play. I was looking down at the clipboard. He drew a straight line, and I had no clue what that meant.
He did it to make you think.
Well, I'm in a perfect view to see the clipboard, and all I saw was a straight line. I was like, man, coach, I don't know if that's going to work. I think we could have done better. You got 5 people on the floor. You don't got to tell one guy to run in a straight line. I don't know how
But
well.
credit where credit's due tonight to Andy Vlakovic. He has done a nice job coaching up these Cardinals. And this is anybody's game. And I am still not hating the idea of overtime. I think there's a chance we see it.
I can definitely see it. This is such a close game. It's definitely giving the McKinley Alliance vibes.
50.4 on the clock. It is Gabriel to inbound, and we are back to the action. Roberts at the top. Bounce pass, Sheena. Back out wide, Roberts. Trying to find some space on Brisker. And there's the whistle. And it's another timeout called by Coach Vlakovic.
Is that his last?
It could be.
Yep.
What are your thoughts there? All of your eggs right now in this possession's baskets.
I like it. I like the confidence he has in his guys to get it done. If he draws up his best play right now, he's confident that they'll execute it.
Wild all the way around tonight. This has been one heck of a game. It's Friday the 13th. Do not forget that, Bryce. This game has lived up to every ominous omen that you could possibly get from it.
Hey, I said weird stuff was going to happen. You asked me why. I said Friday the 13th. Can't explain it. I don't know.
Talk about maybe a game of the year contender again. And we still have tomorrow nights.
Yeah.
Canfield to inbound under their baskets. And it looks like Holy Name Padua did just go final. We'll try to get a final score from there momentarily. But for those just tuning in, watching that game, I am Nathan Smee alongside me, Bryce Fisher on the call for you this evening. Alliance Canfield. It's Alliance up by 1, 41-40. It's Gabriel to inbound for the Cardinals, running out of time. It's Roberts on the inbound. Can't get it to go. A clean block by the Aviators, and they will take it the other way. And there's the foul. It's free throws for J.R. Jackson. And Coach Lakovich can't believe it.
Wow.
Who blocked it?
J.R. Jackson, he was right in the mix. Thought it was J.R. at least. I hope so.
We'll watch it back on the replay. It was J.R. Jackson. And that looks clean on the replay.
Shout out Sarah for sticking with that angle.
In the meantime, first of two is good for J.R. Jackson. Make it 42-40.
Man, Coach Vlakovich has done such a good job today. And that one,
it hurts.
It hurts.
That's my man does not work. That one's good. J.R. Jackson, 22 points. Timeout, Coach Harper. Full timeout, Aviators.
I like it.
Where's your head at right now with this game? Who gets the ball?
For Canfield?
Yes.
Ooh.
You have two players tonight with 2 threes. That would be Grant Seacrest and Landon Sheena.
So
Ricardo has one and Roberts has one as well.
That's my kind of thought is the chance at the and one, because let's see who's in the game. Looks like it's going to be Parker Woods being on the big man down low. I think if Ricardo's able to get down into the paint, Parker Woods is going to have a hard time dealing with that. He's not the best defensive player. He's very lengthy, but he does get into foul trouble.
And if you're right now Canfield, do you attack J.R. Jackson with 3 fouls like you did there and run the risk of another block that would probably end the game?
I don't want to risk getting stuffed again. I think that would be my worry.
A lot on the line right now for both teams. One of the biggest possessions of the night. Alliance, Canfield, bring your best right here. 35 seconds on the clock in regulation. And make sure you stick with us after our final commercial break as we will announce our player of the game presented by SmeeSports. Ricardo needing to inbound. He's run out of time. It's a 5-second violation, and the Aviators take it back.
Wow.
That was the risk of using all those timeouts.
Yeah.
On the inbound, it's JR, and he is fouled. It's free throws for number 1.
Wow. This has been one of the best mental battles I've seen.
To go back to Third Coast Hoops, this game is grimy.
Yeah. There's been a lot of thought. The battle between Coach Harp and Coach Vlakovich has been phenomenal. The players have done a great job. It got a little bit chippy. But, man, this has been a good one.
First of 2 for J.R. Jackson is good. It's a 2-possession game. Game high 23 for JR on his senior night. Both good. JR's last 5 points have been free throws. That is the difference. No time to waste. Gabriel to the corner. Sheena can't get it to go. Seacrest the rebound, and he is fouled by Parker Woods. Albeit on the air ball. You were right. They went after Parker.
Yep. Smart foul by Parker there. Understanding that you have some to give. You can put them to the baseline, reset, let your guys get back.
Now 26 seconds on the clock. Gabriel, he'll fake. Down low, Sheena. Over Woods, and he is fouled. They go at him twice. That'll be the third on Parker Woods. And it's free throws again for Canfield. This time landed Sheena.
Yeah, you know that Parker's going to be the one you're going after. You've got guys that are a little bit stronger than him, maybe.
That's his 4th, actually. First of 2, good for Sheena. And here comes a change for the Aviators. It is Cam Burton in for Tajay Nicholson. And it looks like Canfield is going to make a change of their own. It's going to be Seacrest out of the game and Bayer, the sophomore, in. That could be a guy that sits on the end of the bench and does offensive, defensive rotations. That's what I would assume that is. And now nobody knows where to go.
Well, they're trying to get Ricardo into a mismatch.
A big free throw here for Sheena. And he's got it. Sheena able to knock down both. He now has 12. Brisker to inbound. High point pass up to Jackson. He gets it. Makes a man miss. And he will lay it in. Nastiness again from J.R. Jackson. 26 tonight. Here comes Canfield up the other end. Ricardo's 3. He's got it. Back to a 2-point game. Running out of time. 8 seconds on the clock. Sears is fouled. And it's free throws for Alliance. 6.7 to go. But Ricardo gives Canfield a chance.
Wow.
You have no more timeouts, though. That's the key if he misses one, or rather the second one, that is.
Yeah, I would say make the first. Stay loose. Don't force it. Make the first. Now, I would think about missing the second because they're going to have to play very, very fast.
Here is Braylon Sears, and the first is no good.
Now you got to make this.
And that is benefiting the Cardinals heavily. Do you give it to Ricardo again at the buzzer?
I think so.
It's a tough call, but you got to make this one if you're Braylon Sears. And he left early. He doesn't get it. It's a 2-point game. 6.7 on the clock. And Canfield gets another crack at it. Timeout, Coach Harper.
That can't happen. You have to hold your water. You have to understand the situation. That cannot happen.
I'm speechless. Canfield has a chance to tie it or get the win. Now what do? We saw it on Wednesday nights. Canton South went for the winner.
Yeah.
Does Canfield?
Based on their three-point shooting tonight, I don't think so. I think they try to get the tie, but you never know, man. Especially with Ricardo being such a force inside the paint.
Looking at scoring tonight for Canfield, Gabriel has 2, Furco has 2, Roberts has 7, Sheena, he has 12, 8 for Ricardo, and then Sechrist, he has a team-high 14. But J.R. Jackson's layup that he made a man miss right now, Bryce, that's the difference.
Yeah.
6.7 seconds left to play in regulation. It's for all the marbles here, or for 4 extra marbles. Canfield to inbound. You got to get this one in, and they do, but it's out of bounds! The pass is too long, and it's back to the Aviators.
Wow.
Another mishap on the inbound.
And now you literally just put it to the corner.
Coffin corner it. It's just like a punt from here on out.
Yeah.
It's going to be KB to inbound. You got to get it in with plenty of time. And I think they fouled off ball, which is kind of smart.
Yep.
But it's JR at the free throw line. 2 big plays. The 5-second violation and the throw out of bounds.
Yeah.
That's the difference right now.
It's been huge. And right now, if I'm the Aviators, I trust JR to make these. I put in my best defensive lineup outside of JR.
JR's first is good. If anything, Canfield needs a 3 to force overtime.
I'd put in as much size as I can right now. I'd put in Sam, I put in Jellison, I put in Cole.
If JR makes this one, it's pretty much over. 27 tonight for J.R. Jackson. Can he make it 28? Yes. It's a 4-point lead for the Aviators. Desperation time for Canfield. Gabriel, the baseball player, to throw it in. He will huck it up the field, and it's going to be out of bounds. It's off of Ricardo, and that's going to do it.
He got away with a blatant.
Wait, hold on a second. Now they might bring it back down here. It's not going to be. It's going to be Alliance basketball, but that should about do it.
Yeah, they're taking a second off because it did go off a finger.
Assuming it holds, what a win tonight for the Aviators.
Yeah, it's been a great one. They played gritty. It was a gritty win.
One of the craziest games that we have seen all season. And all eyes, of course, on the catalyst, J.R. Jackson. Team high, game high, 28. 4.1 seconds left to go. Alliance simply has to put their foot down and end the game. But we've seen crazier. On the inbound, Brisker gets it in the front court. He will lay it in, but he is fouled. It's free throws, 1.5 on the clock. And it's all smiles for the Aviators.
KB's letting them know. Don't matter what you do now. You can foul them. You don't have to foul them. You lost.
Alliance loves their rivalries. They're saying to West Branch right now, we got your rival tonight.
Yeah.
Come here tomorrow. We'll see what happens. First of 2 for Cash is good. Once again, stick with us after our final commercial break as we will announce our player of the game presented by SmeeSports. That one's no good. One last chance at the buzzer for Sheena, and it's all over. On senior night, Alliance gets the win. 50-45 your final. Take a bow, J.R. Jackson. 28 of Alliance's 50.
Yeah, over half of Alliance's total score. That was an incredible game by JR. And, man, they fought tooth and nail that entire game. They fought back. They found a way. They would get down by a chunk and then find a way back in, keep chipping away. Didn't get their first lead till the fourth quarter. That was a phenomenal game.
And all love between Coach Vlakovic along with J.R. Jackson. 2 fierce competitors. The job's not done, though, for Alliance. 18-2 on the year. They have their hearts and minds set on an Eastern Buckeye Conference title tomorrow. But when we return, we will announce our player of the game presented by SmeeSports. As you are watching OHSAA basketball in partnership with Spectrum Channel 1022 Alliance.
With 8 years of real estate experience and deep roots in Alliance, Heather Prince is more than just your local realtor. She's a proud graduate of Alliance High School and the University of Mount Union. She is also a lifelong supporter of her community. As a dedicated Homes for Heroes affiliate, Heather is honored to give back to those who serve. Teachers, healthcare professionals, firefighters, and EMTs, along with law enforcement who buy or sell a home with Heather, will receive a special reward check after closing. A heartfelt thank you for their service. Local, loyal, here for our heroes. Thinking of making a move? Contact Heather today. Heather Prince with Howard Hanna Real Estate Services, your hometown real estate experts.
Homeowners, here's something you'll love. Crown Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing is now offering a free Rooted in Comfort home evaluation. That's right, it's free. Not a sales pitch, real education. We'll walk through your home's mechanical system with you, check indoor air quality, test your water, and answer the questions most homeowners never get clear answers to. All free, all about guidance, not pressure. Give us a call at 330-235-1575. That's 330-235-1575. Rooted in Comfort, honest guidance, real solutions. Crown Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing. Having foot or ankle pain? Ingrown toenail giving you trouble? Are your toenails showing discoloration? Diabetic foot concerns, or just general foot and ankle questions? If so, you have come to the right place. Contact us at Alliance and Salem Foot and Ankle Clinics. We want you to be walking, running, jumping, and living the lifestyle you want to. We look forward to helping you get back on your feet. Alliance and Salem Foot and Ankle Clinics, putting pep back in your step.
Welcome back to Harry Fales Gymnasium. 50-45 your final score tonight. Alliance on their senior night gets the win over the Canfield Cardinals. Once again, I am Nathan Smee. Alongside me tonight, Bryce Fisher, your player of the game presented by SmeeSports. Do we need to tiptoe around it? It's J.R. Jackson. 28 points tonight for him. When his team needed him to step up, once again, number one answered the call.
Yeah, the kid balled out. He was phenomenal all night, hitting shots, being physical, winning inside, outside. Good defense, too. That big-time block towards the end. I mean, he just played his heart out. That was awesome.
I mean, this was not going to be a high-scoring game based on that first quarter. It was going to be a low-scoring affair, and that'll reflect on our final box score. Of course, JR led the way with 28 points. Cash Brisker, he had 6. Nicholson had 2. Cam had 4. Parker Woods had 9. And Samuel Hayes had 3. But that 3, Bryce, a pivotal 3 at the time, a catalyst for the rest of the game for Alliance.
Yeah, got them going again. It was a big-time play early in the third quarter. It got them going, got them into rhythm, and they started to click from there.
But I'll tell you what, that Canfield team is really, really good.
They
are going to be a tough out come the postseason. All credit to them. As I said, you look at football, basketball, and baseball, one of the deadliest combinations in the state of Ohio all the way around. If you aggregate it out, they might be the best.
Yeah, they're unbelievable. They have talent across the board throughout their school district. They have done a great job of developing that talent. Their coaching staffs are phenomenal. Kudos to Canfield.
Looking at the scoring output, Gabriel had 2, Furco had 2, 7 for Roberts, 12 for Sheena, 8 for Ricardo, and the team high, went to Grant Sechrist. He had 14 points tonight for Canfield. They have a few more games. It's Fitch, JFK Catholic. I think they get those wins. If they do, one more postseason win, and they would be there. 20-plus wins for the 4th straight season. If you're Alliance, though, 2 more games. You have a chance to win 20 games in the regular season for the first time since a little banner on the wall that tells me 20-0 in the 2011-2012 season. A monumental season for the Aviators. 2 more games left to go in the regular season. And then from there, the sky's the limit.
Yeah, it definitely is. Both teams have everything they could possibly want in front of them. You just got to go get it.
They win the tough games. They win the easy games. But these Aviators, they are a gritty group. And on senior night, they represent the class of 2026 with 8 seniors. And those players, along with the cheerleaders, are walking out of here with an extra smile on their face with a 5-point win over a state title contender. To stay up to date on all the games that we are covering, follow SmeeSports on Instagram and TikTok, SmeeSports LLC on Facebook and LinkedIn, and SmeeFist 2024 on Twitter. As well, go down below and subscribe. While there is no added cost, it greatly helps out all that we do here at SmeeSports as we cover the best of the Cleveland and Stark County area. 2 games left to go before I head off to St. Louis on Thursday. It's a playoff game at Marlington. 7 p.m. tip. It is the Marlington Dukes and the Cleveland Central Catholic Ironmen in an OHSAA tournament game in girls basketball. But before that, tomorrow night, it's for the Eastern Buckeye Conference crown. 6 p.m. first tip. It's going to be a fun one here. Alliance and West Branch, a battle between 2 juggernauts in the area. Should be a fun one. Make sure you tune in on your Valentine's Day evening as well. We had another broadcast tonight up in Cleveland. That was the Parma Holy War, Padua and Holy Name. Padua got the win 71-31 over Holy Name. Congratulations as well to Cameron Ragazzo, our play-by-play commentator for the night, as he made his debut on SmeeSports as a play-by-play commentator. In actuality, the first play-by-play commentator on the channel that isn't me. Nobody more deserving than Cam, so congratulations to him. Looking forward to seeing if potentially this becomes a more permanent thing, especially with a lot of us being down here in Stark County at Alliance, Marlington, and Minerva. We got to find a way to cover the teams up in Cleveland, such as Holy Name and Padua. So hopefully this becomes a more long-standing thing. If it does, we'll communicate that when it happens. But tonight, I feel like a great start in that direction. But that'll do it for us here tonight at the Harry Fales Gymnasium. 50-45 your final. Alliance gets the win over the Canfield Cardinals in the battle of 17-2 teams. Now 18-2 and 17-3. For Bryce Fisher, I am Nathan Smee saying so long from Harry Fales Gymnasium. And we will see you again, once again, right here tomorrow night for the Eastern Buckeye Conference Championship game. This has been the OHSAA on SmeeSports in partnership with Spectrum Channel 1022 Alliance. Thank you all for tuning in, and we will see you again next time.